Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is Halloween, which means that in the immortal words of one Miss Houston, crack is cheap.
I don't even know what to say. That man chuckling in the background is the last standing Simone. Big Rig, Nick Utown.
I came to kick ass and chew bubblegum and a mile of bubblegum.
What a fantastic fucking movie. And finally, American Ramrod, Kendo Slice.
Hi, my preferred pronouns are dude and bro.
Well, dude, this is the right show for you, bro.
All right.
So, folks, yes, it is the Halloween season. We are, getting ready to celebrate Halloween this Saturday. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But we wanted to say that we're back. A lot of people said, Jeff, we missed you guys. We haven't seen you in almost 2 weeks. We haven't seen the videos, blah, 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 blah. Well, it's because my mom came to town for my birthday, as most of you already knew, and I wanted to spend some time with family. So that's how I spent my big boy birthday. It's funny, I could say my first birthday alone, meaning not living at home, but that was back at Michigan State, Dion. Remember birthdays at Michigan State?
Dude, oh yeah. Goddamn. Good, great times, great oldies. Oldies 97 point Jeff.
There you go. That should be on a t-shirt.
Yeah, we can each have our own radio station.
Yeah, Oldies 97 point Jeff. There you go. Long story short, blah, 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 blah. This weekend is Halloween. So we're going to have our big Halloween party. So it'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're just going to go through the night. We're going to be inviting guests. We're going to have people on the channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be drinking for the entire time. So it's just going to be one long drinking stream. We don't know exactly what we're going to do. I'm getting a couple games together, a couple fun things. But, this is one of those years where if you have kids, you might not be able to take them trick-or-treating. So that kind of sucks. And if you're one of the bar age and you can't go out because you live in a state where the bars are closed, well, that sucks too. So we thought we'd try to at least have something fun for people. So that's what it is. And wear costumes. I'll have some broke dick version of Burt Macklin on. So it'll be a good, I might even dress up as the entire cast of the Fast and Furious.
Yeah, just shave your head. Just shave your head and say you're Vin Diesel. Just wear a wife beater and put a gold chain on and be like, I'm Vin Diesel. Welcome to the show.
Dude, I just got a haircut. I am not ready to shave my head.
I love Vin Diesel now as Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone's a lot different. He's got head injuries and he's been running around. Vin Diesel just want you just don't exaggerate as much on the.
Well said. Well said. So folks, join us this Saturday night. We'll be doing stuff like live reading of scary stories to tell in the dark. We talk about Goosebumps. Maybe we'll have that debate. Maybe that's the first thing we can announce, guys. We should have Team Are You Afraid of the Dark versus Team Goosebumps. We'll do a live debate on air.
Woo!
Think we can put something together?
Yeah, man.
I like it.
We can try, but sure.
We'll be drunk. It
Team
doesn't
Ramrod.
matter. There you go. Team Ramrod. Stay with me. Ramrod. So Saturday is not our only special night. Now, this coming Tuesday is the election, and guess what? We don't cover politics directly on this channel, unless, according to Transparency 2, we do, which is all bullshit.
It's all that screaming about Reagan.
It's so great to be part of this right-leaning podcast with, you, Kendo, and all of us colored folk.
I'm severely still at this point upset that they did not call us white identitarians because of the many times we've been called a bunch of white dudes in basements. I'm very upset. Yeah. I wanted that label just to show how broke dick they are.
Well, I did find out through a couple of sources that what they're doing is considered libelous. So there might be a class action thing going soon. I'm not initiating anything. I don't want people to read into anything like that. Don't go spreading that lie because it's just flat out a lie. There's no rumor. There's no speculation. I ain't doing shit. I've heard people talk about it, though. And guess what? They said it on live streams. You can check those out on very specific Fandom Menace related channels. But that's about as much as happened since we've last met. I mean, It's not like over on Patreon we recorded 2 commentaries for Rob Zombie's Halloween, is it, guys?
Oh,
Dude,
Speaking of which, you gotta send me that second one so I can make it pretty.
I actually
There's
got
nothing that can
nervous.
make that pretty.
Dude,
Really?
I got nervous thinking about downloading it.
Really?
Yeah, that was folks. That was the worst commentary we ever did. Like, in the commentary itself, we apologize about Mother.
Yeah. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 makes Mother look like a fucking masterpiece.
Oh god. Well, it was just fun to see Kendall get tortured for a little bit.
Oh, that was
I
great.
hate myself.
It was your idea. You were so excited with that idea. So there's a little voice message in the chat. He's
Because
like, "Hey
I
boys,
thought it would be a
how about I do
fun
this?"
time. I was, oh man, we're gonna be able to tear this movie apart. It's great. I've never watched either one before. This is gonna be fun. And then I watched them, and about halfway through the first one, I started to regret most of the decisions I've made over the last 20 years. And then about 10 minutes into the second one, I regretted ever being born. I'm like, why? Why? Why was I allowed into this world with this movie? It sucks. I blame you, Dad.
Oh,
Should have
Jesus.
pulled out.
Jesus Christ!
That's how much I hated that movie.
Oh my
that's a sharp
god.
left. That's a sharp left there, folks. That's a sharp ass left.
That's how much I hated that movie.
Well, his dad tried taking a sharp left and it didn't work out.
Exactly. That's why I'm here, and I had watched Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie.
Halloween sucks. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait, what are you having a stroke on air?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which also is a perfect way to describe his music.
It's a
Yeah,
musical
I'll give you
stroke.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I think the patrons deserve to hear how painful that was.
Oh god, yeah.
Man.
Folks, we'll have that uploaded for you for tomorrow. You can listen to it, you can watch it. Everything at Schlocktoberfest is at the $5 tier. So there's no you have to suffer. One and all will have to suffer. Rob Zombie Halloween 2. It is.
Don't watch it. Just listen to us. Don't watch it. Do not watch that movie.
It makes me uncomfortable just thinking about it. Anyway, folks, we have a lot to talk about tonight, but I wanted to talk about this coming Tuesday as well, election night. We're having a very special High Council episode. And you're thinking, Jeff, what's going to be special about it? It's the High Council. Well, because it exists, it's special. But what I want to say as well is we're going to have a couple guests. First off, we have Cameron Pasha. He's returning to the High Council. Cameron he's written stuff for the Twilight Zone, the 2002 version. He's out here in Hollywood, and he's a very interesting person to talk to because he's not one of these people in the entertainment industry that's blind to the stuff that we're aware of. He's having the same conversation. Not only is he having the same conversation, he's having it with the people like us, the people who've been having the conversation for many years. So he's kind of a sign that stuff we've covered in the Fandom Menace isn't a bunch of arbitrary bullshit. And the reason they all ghost our channels and stuff like that is because, well, we have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
But that's not the only guest.
I actually started after that High Council started following him and started tweeting at him a lot, and he's answered me, and he's a cool dude. I like him.
Oh, I'm a fan. If you if there's any topics that we're covering and you want to pop on and talk to him, just let me know.
The annexation of Puerto Rico. I'll ask him about that.
I'm sure he's an expert.
That's a football play there, bud.
But we're also going to have one Razor Fist. So if you're a YouTuber, if you're a YouTube fan, Tom did work these out for the High Council on Tuesday night. Excuse me. I was trying to mute myself, and then I realized there's no way I could mute myself during the motorcycle excursion outside. But yes, we should have Razor Fist
different.
For most of the show. We'll have Cameron Pasha for most of the show. It's going to be a fun night. And guess what? It's for all the audience members who don't care about politics, who don't want to hear about the election, and for our international audiences, because we are world-class bullshitters after all. And there's a good chunk of our audience that is abroad. So not everyone's going to need to be focused on the little ticker at the bottom of the screen. What'd you say?
I said, I hope she's nice. You said the rest of our audience was abroad.
Yeah,
Oh!
I heard that too. You sexist.
I'm being inclusive. I'm saying I hope she's nice. What the fuck? What else do you want me to say?
Keep your misogyny in your pocket.
Why don't you tell him how to vote too, Kendo?
No, I don't need to do that. I'm not that racist.
Yeah. This coming Tuesday, write in world class bullshitters for anything. If there's a write-in ballot, there you go.
That'd be great. If somehow somebody wrote that in, and all four of us were elected to the same office.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you get it on Monday. You get it on Tuesday. You do Wednesday. You do Thursday. We'll all show up on Friday and do 2-hour shifts, and we'll rotate functions.
So why don't we just all be president all the time and we just rotate? So it's like we'll all pick a name too. Like we'll have a portmanteau of all of our names, and so we just acknowledge, like, let's say that comes out to Peter whatever. And so every time the 46th president,
let's just go with Peter whatever.
Peter whatever. That's
there you go.
but no, what it does is it rotates. So it's like, oh, Kendo, you have to be Peter whatever right now. You're giving the State of the Union address. I guess I'm going to talk to steel workers in Pennsilvania. Nick, it looks like you're going to give a speech at a women's lunch in Connecticut.
Oh,
Dion,
we just lost that vote.
Sweet.
Dion, you're going to talk to some dock workers down in San Francisco or something. Like,
why can't I get like the Housewives Association or something?
Because that would definitely lose us the vote.
Yeah. Well, your first lady, Lena Dunham, is
No, we all know Sigourney Weaver. That's who I'm taking to the correspondence dinner.
I will say this though. If the four of us all were president at the same time, that campaign trail would be so great because we could fucking cover so much ground.
We should make that a skit where we have to do the State of the Union, but we change every like 30 seconds or 90 seconds or something.
Yeah. And now here to talk to you about energy, Nick. Whatever.
I'd love that. That'd be great.
oh, that's going to be
each other in like wrestlers. It'd be great.
Oh, hell yes.
Hot tag coming off the hot tag.
Yeah. Some reporter asks a difficult question. Nick starts stuttering. I fucking hot tag in and call him stupid.
Call him slap nuts.
Yeah, be like, listen up, slap nuts. Where'd you go to journalism school? That's a terrible one. Can I get somebody from Yale? Anybody from Yale with a question?
I'll call up Jesse's dad. He that's where he went to school.
Oh, so he's part of that Yale thing.
What thing?
An American Psycho, that Yale thing.
Oh, what a great movie.
It is.
Yeah, that'll be this Tuesday night, folks. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be, like I said, I know I always go, it's going to be fun, but guess what? It always is. So if it's always fun, why change up the wording? You know, it's perfect the way it is. Yeah, just let it happen. It's inevitable.
There's the Wife Association.
Yeah.
Suddenly we've been sued by like 40 people.
So one thing did pop up this week that I wanted to share. The listeners have multiple listeners have tagged me in this. You guys saw it. It's kind of funny. So a couple days ago, excuse me, this image popped up over on our Facebook page, and it's kind of unsettling in a funny way. It's not weird or bad. So as a good chunk of we have our own comic, Stealing Solo Captain's Parody, which will be going back to Indiegogo in about 2 weeks, getting a new cover painted and some stuff like that. But this picture popped up, and I want to know who does it better to put me in a comic book, me or this random Japanese artist.
Oh, shit. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because I saw it too. I saw that too.
That was hilarious. That was so hilarious.
Because as soon as I saw that, as soon as I was like, wait, I know that guy.
Oh, dude, I was about to go to DEF CON 1 and get the lawyers involved. I'm like, motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Be like, they are ripping off Jeff. We need to take them for everything they got.
Kendo cannot be in charge of defense. He cannot be overlord of the red button. Can't happen.
So you're upset about the fact that I want to sue the pants off somebody and take all their money for us? Okay, Nick, I see where your loyalties lie. You fucking traitor.
Well, look, whatever. I doubt this person modeled it after me, some guy they barely know from YouTube. But if they did, thank you. It's a nice rendering.
Yes,
I'm sure it looked just like this.
And I would assume that Japanese women would love you.
Yeah,
true. He is huge.
But yeah, I am. That would be an accurate depiction of my.
Climb you like Mount Fuji, buddy.
They even got the sideburns right. So
yeah,
it's weird. Do you think they got me better than I got myself in the comic book?
It's pretty damn good. I mean, it's maybe not better, but it might be 1B.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vin Diesel agrees. God.
Yeah. We got that Fast and Furious vote.
It is about family. Your family.
I'm waiting for somebody in the audience to be like, Jeff, that Fast and Furious joke is outdated and tired. I'm like, yeah, so is living on a fucking racetrack. All right, just let me have that one.
Yeah, get off my fucking back.
I want these cars to go away. One day we recorded an episode with like pristine audio quality, and they're like, "What happened, Jeff?" I'm like, "I finally."
People bitch. They're like, "Oh, where's the car noises? Damn it!" Like,
so they just keep making Fast and Furious references, but only from the first movie.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Yeah, whether it's inch or a mile.
I don't even want to get
players, asshole.
God, that is the most dated part of that fucking movie. Fucking
yeah, I know.
Stealing DVD players and VCRs.
Yep.
Oh fuck, that is still hilarious. Fucking race wars.
Jeez. Worst film ever for it.
And that's how the movie started. And the last one was like them working with Kurt Russell at some unknown agency to like stop terrorists, but they got a fucking race. It's like this is where they are now. This is where they came from.
Dude, in the future, that's how all conflicts will be decided, through drag races.
Oh God, they're one step away from almost being a Transformers movie. I swear to God, one step away.
There's nothing funnier than remembering that the family that is now stopping terrorists and getting into hand-to-hand combat with trained soldiers were stealing fucking DVDs in 2000.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
Priorities were different back then, man.
Yeah, it was a simpler time.
Yeah. Before the dark times, before the social medias.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that, sir, is an accurate statement.
Also, I wanted to share one thing this week. We didn't have a meme last week, so there couldn't be a meme winner of the week. But what there was this awesome Fandom Menace birthday card from our friend Kara Companion. I thought I'd share this too. Obviously, you guys can see it because it's in the chat. But dude knows what's up. Made me as an action figure. So
nice.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, Kara Companion. You are greatly appreciated, dude. And
he puts in the Spaceball ship.
Yeah. The was it Falcon 5, Eagle 5? Sorry, I'm called it Factor 5. That's a video game company.
It's a Winnebago.
But yeah, Kara Companion, thank you very much. This thing kicks ass. I downloaded it, saved it. If you have a high resolution version, if you wouldn't mind emailing it to me, I would like to add that to the collection. That along with the remember the paper doll they made of them? Me, Ethan, Jeremy, and Doomcock.
Yeah. I remember that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I love that. One of these days, I'm gonna get that thing printed out. Make it myself. It's like, hey, they made it 2 years ago. Yeah, it's great to finally do it. Fine. Anyway, though, what have you guys been up to since we last met? That feels like forever ago.
Goddamn kids, man.
Well, you got the coolest fucking Halloween costume in the world.
I did, and it was a fun little party. DT was obsessed with it, but then he was like, "Oh, well, I want to change. I don't want to be Mario anymore." I'm like, "No, you're Mario. You're not getting another costume. You stuck with it." And he's like, "Oh, Mario's stupid." Like, motherfucker, you picked it. What you mean?
Oh God,
little son of a bitch, But, that's pretty much it, man. And they decided that they're still gonna do the remote school until January 4th. So it's like, oh,
dude, when I come to visit you, it's gonna be the most cathartic thing ever. You're probably drunk the entire time.
Yep, that's the plan.
Yeah. Well, I'll be road tripping from California, so
damn.
Yeah,
that's a long drive.
Wow, that's one hell of a drive.
It's 3 days.
Just get an airplane. It's cheaper.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I'll see you guys guaranteed. I'll see you around the holidays, Dion.
Perfect. So. I like it.
Thank you very much, Kara Companion. Like I said, it means a lot to me. A lot of people reached out. If you posted something on Facebook and I didn't give it the like, it's not because I didn't like it. It's because after a while, Facebook stopped scrolling. So, sorry. I'm going to blame the technology. So, one other thing, too. This is our last show before Election Day. And you're like, Jeff, are you going to get political? Fuck no, I'm not going to get political. But I wanted to share something that is fairly in the spirit of this once in every 4-year cycle. So, Dion, yes. I'm going to ask you this very obvious question. What are your thoughts on Chris Jericho in 5 seconds or less?
A little bit disappointing. Still doing his thing. I still enjoy him wrestling. I just wish he would shut the fuck up sometimes.
Kendo, Nick, any thoughts you'd like to give about Chris Jericho real quick?
A little bit of the bubbly. That's all I got.
That fucking meme.
Let's see. Jericho, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Now, instead of helping build a company, he's getting thrown into fucking
mimosas
tanks full of mimosas by some guy that wrestles with his hands in his pockets.
Well, perfect. Because Jericho's out there in the world advocating for people to vote, but it's so great that he took the time from telling people to vote to make sure that as he was about to upload his photo to tell people to go out and vote, that he altered his hairline with a paintbrush so he wouldn't see how bald he was.
I saw that.
Damn it. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes just
Can
stop,
you,
Chris.
Do you embrace it, Chris?
Stop.
If you're using the Photoshop, don't you have the fucking clone tool you can use, jackass? Like, it's like one over and one down. Like, it's right there. It's right there. Jackass.
Just that's what I'm saying. Like, just sometimes just shut the fuck up, Chris. Just take it. We all know that you're almost 50, dude. Like, we all remember you from the fucking 90s, bro. Like, just don't. Why are you doing that? Like, I'm glad that you're, you doing that. Hey, telling people to go vote. That's cool, man. But come on, just be Chris Jericho. Stop doing all this extra shit, man.
We love you. You're one of the greatest ever. You've been in the business for 30 years. You're approaching 50, and you're still in the spotlight. Nobody's ever going to have a crossword to say about you in your wrestling career. Don't be that vain at this point, man. Just roll with it, because we're not going to care if you're bald. We don't care if you're 50, dude. All of us are going to have receding hairlines when we're 50. It's just called getting older. And dude,
we're already over that weird thing your chest is doing now. Like, that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Your hairline's not going to be a big deal. Like, your pecs are running away from each other. That's fine, because you're getting fucking older, dude. If you're okay with that, you can be okay with your hairline going back. Fucking Shawn Michaels did it for years. He was balding, and he was like, you know what? Fuck it. I got long hair, and it's my hairline is shifting to my neck. Whatever. That's cool. Just fucking accept it, man. Just accept it.
When Shawn Michaels shaved his head, he looked like a Q-tip.
True. Cross-eyed one.
Yeah. I was about to say a cross-eyed fucking Q-tip.
Dude, that should be his new nickname, the cross-eyed Q-tip, Shawn Michaels.
Dude, fuck yeah.
He's just a cross-eyed Q-tip. Cross-eyed Q-tip. I don't have another one. It just
rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it, Kendo?
Yeah.
I'll hit you in the clit. In the clit.
Oh
my god!
Because I'm a cross-eyed Q-tip. Cross-eyed Q-tip.
Oh, here we go.
People are gonna ask for the cross-eyed Q-tip song on fucking Party Boob now.
We'll make it a bonus track. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, yeah. That'll be track number 17.
Yeah, there we go.
Cross-eyed Q-tip.
Big Boar made the perfect reference. Dion just made the list.
Yeah, dude, Phil Arcona says the Photoshop brush tool just make the list.
Yeah. I don't think you can do that bit. That bit's owned by Vince.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they own that one. But talk about a dude who just can consistently come up with great memeable shit. Like, fucking, I love Chris Jericho, man. The list thing, the stupid idiot, best in the world or whatever, best in the world, what he does thing. That was great.
Oh, yeah. I just thought that was too funny not to share on air. I wanted to hear your reaction, Dion.
God damn it, man. Like, just be the Jericho that I love. Fucking, come on. Airbrush tools on your phone, bro. You got 2 adult kids. Just get over it, man.
Just do what the Rock did and just shave it all off.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Because
you live in Tampa. You got a semi-attractive wife. Fucking just take it.
You got a semi, like, what?
Yeah, I know. I heard that too, and I was like, wait, hold on. Where are we going with this?
Like, where the fuck are you guys going? We're going with it. And cool it. I wasn't going there. I'm not making any accusations, Chris. I'm just saying. Just take the W, bro.
Or the
you punch Shawn Michaels' wife in the face,
So, to keep in the spirit of the holiday, We're going to use tonight's word game to evoke a little bit of Halloween / a little bit of comic book geekdom. So tonight's word game is give yourself the most useless superhero ability. Now, the person in the meme says thoughts and prayers, man, and that fucking broke me when I read that.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh.
So, folks, tonight,
Fair one. It is a fair one.
come up with the worst or the most useless superhero ability. I'm gonna be called like basic math man. I never make a mistake with math.
You definitely don't live around here.
Yeah.
Or in the South. So
yeah, I was gonna say Hoosiers can't math good.
Hoosiers can't math. We can't math good, boys. Shut up. I think
hey, you don't get to make
redneck,
that
it's
joke,
different.
Leon. You didn't suffer through Hoosier Ween with us.
That's right. Times 2.
Sell out. Here's the chicken. You know good. Cheep, 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 cheep,
Oh shit. Fucking good old the patron saint of the channel. Good old Tommy. I think I'm gonna have to go with always finds a parking spot up front, man.
oh god.
Snot blower man. That's a great one.
Elevator farter man. He really gets nervous in tight spaces, man. Just that's it, done.
If you wanted to have like a female superhero, never mind. I'm not gonna say it on there. You already know where I was going with that one. Kendo, what's yours?
Twitter man.
Twitterman. Nice.
Yeah, Twitterman. Yeah. Talk about a useless superpower going on Twitter and saying things. Oh, I'm so upset.
Well, I feel like he could mentally, telepathically do it, just like in a 228 characters.
Tweet and virtue signal.
Yeah, exactly.
Who can virtue signal in a single bound? Twitter man.
Yep.
The power to turn into a bucket of chickens is just
hey, now that is not a useless power. That is an amazing power.
Yeah, but you can't eat yourself.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Never mind.
You become a bucket of chicken. So basically, you separate your body, deep fry the pieces. Never mind. This is getting too deep.
Your world building. Your world building. That's a good thing.
I want people to know I'm in this creative mindset.
Coleslaw boy.
Exactly, change, man. I love that.
Exactly, change.
For some reason, Ninja Lawyer Steve wanted to tell us that he can fart the ABCs.
Oh.
I mean, that's a great distraction for Thanos.
That's right.
A, B, C, and then you fucking cold cock him, I guess. Cold cock man would be another one.
Well, that's a good power to have, to be able to knock somebody out with one hit.
That's actually a good point.
I do like Dr. Coffin-Nails, the ability to get just one pill from a container.
That's actually super useful. That's actually super useful. That's the difference between winning a battle and losing a battle. Fuck, we need one Advil. Boom. Got it. Like saving lives.
Yeah, the only problem is one Advil is never enough.
Yeah, but 2 or 3, perfect. One at a time.
Ninja Lawyer Steve wanted to clarify. It says the power to fart the ABCs.
Still very useful. That's a great distraction.
God, this is gonna be a fun one.
Imagine if Liam Neeson had that ability. He'd be the one earlier in the movie.
Yeah, he would have got his daughter back in 45 minutes as opposed to an hour and a half.
That's right. He wouldn't have had to go all the way across the world. He would have been able just to stop it before it happened.
In his magical Nissan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
while he was farting it would propel him to France, and he would have landed on top of that little villa thing before they even got out of the building.
Whoa! This the Smith. You can only smell a lady's hooch.
Oh, that could be good, but that could be also very terrible.
Right. That's a tail flip on that one.
But if you go to Goop and you buy those candles, you can always smell Gwyneth.
And you can settle the age-old question: does it actually smell good or not?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I never had thought about Gwyneth Paltrow's crotch smelling good or not, but hey, glad I can finally verify that fact. Because I don't really know Chris Martin too well these days. He's kind of crazy.
Neither does he. Being married to Gwyneth Paltrow will fucking do that to you.
Well, you know what, though? At least his band stuck by him the whole time. I like to imagine if Nick marries Brie Larson that we would stick with him.
Oh my god! Oh my
I just
God.
love it's like a low key compliment too. Like it's all it's a great fucking it's a nice little it's like well at least his fucking band stuck with him. It's like you have dinner with someone where you constantly are like, what the fuck are you talking about? But hey, at least he still got his fucking band.
Dude, you can rip on Coldplay and their music all day long, but they're a loyal group of dudes.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
They stuck with him through that crazy harpy that named his kids Apple.
Yeah, I too want to name my children after produce, like grapefruit and
shit.
Green leaf lettuce.
Dude, Dion, you should name your next kid Green Leaf Lettuce Green.
Green leaf lettuce green. It's an assassin's name.
Either he's a giant football player,
right?
Yeah,
he don't take no shit from nobody.
Green leaf lettuce grain.
Yeah, mean green leaf lettuce green.
Oh my god!
Fucking love it. Dean Domino says Pennyman can generate money to buy anything, but only can pay an individual pennies.
Oh shit! Everybody just hates you.
The world hates you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, would a car dealership take pennies?
I mean, if you got $69,000 worth of them, I feel like they still would.
Go into the bank, get them converted, and then come back here with the cash.
Maybe what I'd do is I'd be like, all right, Mom, I need you to work for me full time. You're gonna wrap all the pennies that I generate to buy shit with, so they'll take it. And like, I really want to buy an Aston Martin.
Oh Jesus!
It's gonna be a while.
That's a lot of fucking pennies.
Dude, speaking of Aston Martins, I got lucky. On my birthday, I saw 4 of them after seeing exactly 1 the entire time I lived out here. But Dion, I got to go through Beverly Hills to Axel F and see some of the shit from the movie.
I saw your Facebook post. I was like, that's fucking the perfect birthday gift from the universe.
It was really cool because so Saturday we had tried to go down to Santa Monica, but there were just so many people there, and you couldn't get down the pier. And I was like, this is just too much. So I'm like, fine, we'll go back. I could tell my mom was tired and just wanted to hang out. And all she really wanted to do was cook and do laundry for me. I was like, Mom, we can do other stuff. She's like, no, honey, you need me. And I'm like, okay. So like the last day,
that's pretty sweet though.
Dude, it was sweet. She goes, where are your quarters at? I go, they're over there. And she goes, all right, carry your hamper down. You're doing laundry. And so I carried it down, and she did all day. I was just like, all right, well, I'm not gonna fight you. Thanks, Mom.
Travels across the country to see her son that she hasn't seen in a long time. Just decides to clean his house and make food for him. That's an awesome mom.
Yeah, dude. And it's great too. Is like she hasn't missed a beat in cooking or anything, even though it's been a couple months. I was just, man, I'm ready to go back home for Christmas right now.
Well, I mean, Thanksgiving's coming up, so
yeah. It's not the same though. I'm ready for Christmas. I got some stuff planned.
Yeah.
We also have Cesario Japan. Thank you very much. I think, what does Anna call you, Caesar Japin or something like that? Anyway, you're Cesario Japan here. Pump gas and hit exactly every dollar amount, man.
Oh yeah, dude, I can do that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good.
You would be a hit in New Jersey. You know what we should do is we should use some of these for our SJW cards. Remember those?
Oh yeah.
Those are still happening. Yeah. In 2 weeks, find out. Anyway, Space Monkey 0899 says One Punch Man. Oh wait, that's an anime.
Pretty good one.
Yeah. Ninja Lawyer Steve says Magna Karen can absorb the power of other Karens.
That's dangerous, man. That's fucking dangerous. Okay.
Too much power. We can't.
Let's not wish that into the world.
Yeah, really, because I mean, there's already a problem with that now. There's already a Karen epidemic, so we need to stifle the Karens. We need to catch them and study them, and then eradicate them. So
they're too powerful to be left alive.
Exactly.
So let's see. We had a couple. Gonna talk. Okay, I'll go to Barney's in a minute. I was just trying to make sure I didn't miss any more of the superhero ones. Go Big Boy, Go Home has one of the best useless ones. I fucking love this. The power to give my enemies mild heartburn.
Yep.
Yeah, not enough to debilitate you, just enough to annoy the hell out of you.
Yeah, that would suck.
I would do it to somebody that like I see every day, like a job or something. Because it would be so funny. You go into the boardroom with Marcus or somebody, he's kind of a douchebag. You don't really like him. Every time he tries to give a speech, you just give him some mild heartburn. It's like, excuse me, and he has to leave the room every single time. And you could basically kill his career with some stomach acid.
Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I'll be right back. Excuse me.
I mean,
motherfucker.
You guys got any
the same thing could be said if you give somebody like mild diarrhea. It's just kind of like,
That's more of a direct. That's more of a
the meeting? You get diarrhea, you're running for the door.
Then never grant me these powers, because if I could do that like reality bending one where I could do anything I want, if people were annoying, I would just make them have random diarrhea in public. It'd be hilarious. It'd be like that scene from Kick-Ass 2. Remember when she takes that little wand? And the girls.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yep. That one is actually pretty damn funny.
That's a good scene. Ninja Lawyer Steve also says the power to Photoshop Dion, real but unpractical.
Well, I feel like that's a great ability too. You can stop a lot of wars. Sometimes just seeing my chocolate face just eases the hearts of many a warrior.
Now this one's great from Big Joe, and I wish everyone here would listen to Big Joe. The power for all viewers to hit like. So folks, we're back.
That's a good one.
That is a great one, probably the most powerful one in the universe. So folks, let us know that you like that we're back, what we do, by hitting that thumbs up button. It lets YouTube know what's up, and it really helps us across the board. And then TLJ Screwjob says the ability to give Scott Steiner-like promos to make people laugh. Oh, you said useless superpowers.
That's right.
I don't know. Make
There's
people laugh.
Steiner promo.
Yeah, people need to laugh these days. That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
Pubic hair get caught in your throat, man.
Oh god.
Oh.
Rewrites and shit yourself from being a bit what? Oh my god. You know what? I love it. There you go, folks. You can send those in. Make us laugh all night, forever, in perpetuity. Shit, if you got a moist movie title or a sausage title, bring those back too. Fuck it. We're celebrating everything tonight. That's probably what's going to happen on Saturday during the Halloween party. We're going to be like, take a horror movie title and replace a word with "in the butt." So it'd be like, "Scream in the butt." Actually, that wouldn't even work since it's one title. It would just be called "in the butt."
Well, yeah, no. I mean, no, that would entirely work. It's fine. I mean, Halloween in the butt. It's fine. It works.
Yeah.
It works.
Oh, anyway, TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. I think Dixon Cider, let's see, and he says the power to make people shart when they sneeze.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a very useful one.
Allergy season's gonna be a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh man, that fits with this year.
It does. It
does. So, folks.
Yep.
Folks, we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight, so we're going to move on to some of these things. But the first one is for you, Dion. This is a Star Wars-related topic. So,
hit me.
I'm going to show you an image.
Oh, God.
And I want you guys to just tell me what you think. Everyone in the chat, you could participate in this, too. Let me find the best picture of this asshole. I need a big picture. Hold on, this looks like just a mistake. There we go. That's perfect. So anyway, the man I'm about to put on screen right here has been talking about Star Wars, Dion, and I wanted to get your take on him as a man and the fact that when you Google him, instead of rapper, it comes up with U.S. presidential candidate first.
Oh, Jesus.
So this crazy motherfucker.
Oh, my man. Oh, goodness gracious. Listen, I still to this day will make the contention that Kanye's anal playlist is still one of the funniest fucking things I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Still
and I met that chick.
Yes, which I'm sure was an experience in and of itself. But the whole fingers in the booty ass bitch thing was hilarious, and it just got better from there. Obviously Bound was fucking hilarious, and the best thing about this is it's all unintentional because he's just fucking crazy. Which, hey, do what you got to do to stay relevant. I get it. It's been tough, being famous since 2005, whatever, dude. But come on, dude. He's just so fucking crazy. And it's like, and right now it's still like silly crazy. Now he's fucking talking shit about the Star Wars sequels, which is hilarious, but also because he didn't fucking watch those goddamn movies. And then he's talking shit about Harriet Tubman, and it's just, it doesn't get much better than that. Like, this dude is just crazy, and eventually he's gonna accidentally drive off the side of a cliff, and we're all gonna be sad. But right now we can enjoy the fucking roller coaster and just, oh God, just enjoy this crazy grill wearing anal playlist motherfucker.
So, would you like to hear what he said about Star Wars, Nick and Kendo?
Yeah,
sure.
Kanye West shares blunt thoughts about Disney's Star Wars movies. Kanye West has never had many qualms about sharing his opinions, no matter how unpopular or controversial they may be. That has been the case when it comes to the music industry and politics. Now he's decided to let the world know what he thinks of Disney's Star Wars. To be fair, Kanye West is not alone in having strong feelings about the trajectory of the Star Wars franchise. So when some famous rapper shares his dissatisfaction with these films, he's not alone in these strong feelings, yet we're a bunch of man babies and trolls, right?
Yeah.
True.
You gotta love it. Well, I mean, we have anonymity, and we're, behind these, the YouTube wall, and people can't really see us sometimes, but he's Kanye West is Kanye West, so he can say it on any kind of weird shit he wants to, and people just will make an article about it because everybody's bored these days. So
and they just go, "That's our Yeezy."
So here's a little more to chew on while you think that this man is running for president of the United States. It seems like one of Kanye West's pandemic pastimes has been immersing himself in George Lucas's epic fantasy series and apparently choosing to weigh in on the discourse. During a recent interview on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, he let his feelings about Star Wars get the better of him for a moment. Oh, here we go. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
God, yes.
And this is about to make me mad right here. The first time you see me get mad in an interview. They said that George Lucas prequels were worse than the corporate-made Disney Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. We saw how Darth Vader was made. I watched it like 10 times during COVID. Don't jump, Anakin. I got the high ground. That's a direct quote. And there's more. Can you handle more?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't leave me hanging now.
I'm saying even the prequels are better than anything. And I'm sorry, Disney/Star Wars design team. No, man, this is George. This is his baby. The thing that was set in his heart to show us children the hero's journey.
Goddamn Kanye.
The thing is, he's not wrong with any of this.
He's not wrong.
Right. And it's just the fact that it's coming from a fucking crazy person is what makes it so much funnier.
Maybe we can get him on the show.
The dude who also thinks that Harriet Tubman didn't do shit is dead on about Star Wars, and I fucking love that the universe gave us this.
2020 in a nutshell.
Tell me more about this Harriet Tubman kerfuffle, Dion. What did he say about her?
So he was doing one of his rallies. I think it was like the first one, and it's literally just him in like this fucking convention hall at a Marriott or some shit, and it's him and this big security dude. And so it's like a room of like 30 people or something, and he's talking to the room, and this chick is filming it, and so she's filming on her cell phone, and he's just like, listen. And the thing about Harriet Tubman is she didn't really save any black people. She just took them from slavery and took them to go work for other white people. And immediately the chick goes, "We're leaving," and the video just ends.
I mean, you can argue that he's not necessarily wrong, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you might want to kind of understand there's a difference between that type of working and that type of working. At least they're getting paid.
It is too goddamn funny, dude. And he's the gift that keeps fucking giving. And it's beautiful. It's just fucking beautiful.
Well,
no matter how crazy the world gets, that Kanye West is going to say something fucking nuttier than a fucking Snickers bar, and it's going to be hilarious.
And the best part is, in a parallel universe, he's going to be the president.
Oh, God. Oh geez. Well, did you see what his wife did with the vacation thing or whatever?
No.
Oh yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
Talk
All right.
about
So,
out of touch.
oh God, dude. She she takes everybody on a surprise vacation to an island to be normal for a little bit, but somehow they went through testing and quarantine for 2 weeks. I don't know how that happened. And then she's like, and she's posting she 10 pictures on her Instagram of this shit. I'm just like, you were just flexing hard, woman. Just fucking stop. Like people can barely pay their rent or have a job right now, but you're like, no, I'm cool. I'm gonna take my family and friends to this island in the middle of nowhere and pay for everything, and we're just gonna have fun for a couple of weeks. Like, go fuck yourself, lady.
That is so goddamn.
Oh yeah, dude. She got roasted hard on that one because she posted the pictures and it was something like, also tired of lockdown. It was time to get out and do something great or fun or some essentially she was saying lockdowns are bad and this is my way of dealing with it, and essentially saying, hey, all you little people with no money, you guys are still in lockdown and this is how I'm breaking free from lockdown, and everybody should do something like this. It's like we can't. Oh God. The look on Mike Myers' face, and that was so priceless because he knew he had no idea that was coming. All of a sudden, Kanye's like, George, they're giving this thing, and Kanye goes off script. George Bush doesn't care.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. George Bush doesn't care about black people.
It was at that moment Mike Myers is like, what did I sign up for?
He's like, I'm going back to Canada. Fuck it.
Yeah. The look on his face is the same that I had watching Tales from the Hood too.
Oh God.
It was like, uh-oh.
So with this Kanye West Star Wars quote, like I said, I do agree with what he's saying for the first time ever. And I mean, this guy's been on my radar since 2005. So we're talking, what, MTV?
15 years.
I think is the first time I ever saw him. He was making the Jesus Walks video and they pranked him by blowing up his trailer or some shit and he freaked out. So I know he's been an asshole for 15 years. But, outside of all that stuff, it's nice that someone of such prominence, and yes, he might be a loon at this point, but Kanye West is still a big deal.
Might.
What?
Yeah.
Might.
Look, he might be the president one day.
He's...
I don't want to get on the dude's bad side, okay?
Listen, I still love the he was doing some interview for I think a music magazine or something, and he's like, well, the thing I learned is that when you have a product and you talk about it, you can make money off the product. For example, Lady Gaga, she's the executive vice president for Kodak cameras, and I love Kodak. What the fuck does Gaga know about cameras? And that makes me laugh my ass off every fucking time I hear that. Just it's him. He says, and you're like, yeah, you can make, and you talk about the product. You can make money off the product. I love some Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras? That it's just.
I like how Kanye had to become an adult and read a book to understand how economics and business works in terms of selling and advertising of things.
Dude, and then his interview on Sway in the Morning is hilarious.
Like MTV Sway.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a radio show.
Yeah, on Sirius XM, right? Talk about the platform. It's never gonna die. But
they should give us a show on that platform.
Dude, I agree.
Who went there exclusively like 5 or 6 years ago?
Well, Howard Stern went.
Howard Stern, that's who it was. Howard Stern still gets paid a lot of money from them, even though nobody listens to Sirius. And you only get it in your car for a month free as soon as you buy a new one, or you get in that.
There's
rental
ways to get it really
cheap.
cheaper. You want me to tell you?
Sure. Why not?
So when I bought a car back in 2010, it's Kendo One. You guys have ridden in it. Still got it. So it came with 3 months of Sirius satellite radio. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. I've got an hour commute. This is pretty nice. And then 3 months came up and I said I wanted to cancel. And so then they're like, well, let's see what we can do here. So then they got me 6 months for 25% of the cost. I'm like, okay, I can do that. And then like when that came up, I told them I wanted to cancel. Every time it came up, you just tell me you want to cancel, and then they give you like some amazing deal. And if you don't like the deal and you want one better, you balk at it and tell them no. And then like they call you back like 2 days later and offer you like a year for like $20. So that's the easiest way to keep getting satellite radio for really cheap.
The price for Sirius radio is like just very, very fluid. Not even like an actual price. Just something. It's a number that you throw a dart.
No, they were so desperate to keep people. I was doing that all the way up to like 5 years ago when I didn't until I got to the point where I like my commute turned into like 10 minutes, and it's like I don't even need radio at this point. Oh, by the way, I just listen to podcasts now. So So then every once in a while I still get a thing. And they're like from Sirius, it's like, we miss you. Come back for a year at like 50% off. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking hilarious. It's good, man. Sirius was hot for like 15 minutes, man. They had their 15 minutes of fame, and everyone was like, dude, satellite radio, that's fucking crazy. That's fucking good. And then the internet's like, hey, I'm still a thing, and I've got way better shit. And everyone just immediately fucking forgot about Sirius XM. And it makes me giggle every goddamn time because really the only people that still use it are just old people who apparently listen to Howard Stern.
Well, yeah, and like it's like I don't know. Sirius XM has become the Quibi of like entertainment. Like it was good. It was a good idea, piss poor execution, and it needs to die. So,
well, it's funny because it's like radio uninterrupted with no commercials, and then what they have commercials.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm sure you can pay an extra like $5 or whatever to get no commercials or something.
No, because of the way they format it. Because like if you listen to like the regular radio where they just are supposed to play songs nonstop, they'll stop and like the DJ that's probably just pre-recorded will be all like talking to you and stuff, and they'll be doing like kind of a live read. And if you listen to like ESPN radio or any like sports radio things, naturally those shows have to go to break here and there, so they have to run commercials because they can't just have like dead air for like a minute or two before while their shows are on break.
Right,
that's insane.
I mean, hey, got to pay the motherfucking bills. And like I said, every once in a while you'll hear something hilarious because it's, it's all run by old people. But I will never not laugh at when it was fucking Kanye on Sway in the Morning or whatever, because he had come out with the clothing line and it didn't sell well. And Sway's trying, like, yeah, I tried to have a clothing line too. And Kanye just fucking loses his shit. He just loses his fucking mind, and he's like, no, listen, I had clothes. I made the clothes. I did the walking. What you got clothes too, Sway? How, Sway? How, Sway? You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Oh, that's what that's from.
Yep, I laugh at that every fucking time.
What was Kanye in his basement like knitting and like fucking stitching everything together, picking out patterns and stuff? And
yeah, that was when he had like
Italy.
Yeah, that was where he was going like with the whole like refugee look and shit, like it was all tattered and shit, and the best thing, and he's just fucking losing his mind on Sway's show. How, Sway? You ain't got the answer, Sway. And I just fucking love it. That dude is like he is Peggy Hill, or he's not even Peggy Hill. He's more like, what was the wife's name in Married with Children?
I forget.
Fuck, I can't remember either. He's like her, but with zero sex appeal. Just and he'll lose. Yes, Peg. Thank you, Peg. But he's
sorry. I didn't mean to kill the flow of the show, but I did something. I made this button for our show.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
You're a goddamn genius.
So I figured,
that's awesome.
We won't use it often, but when we do, it will be good.
It'll have to be the perfect timing. It'll have like nothing to do with anything to do with that whatsoever. And all of a sudden, Kanye just pops up. George Bush doesn't care about black people. Okay.
What I love is that it's a full frame 4:3 ratioed video. It just pops up over everything.
That should be the intro to the show from now on.
Oh God!
Instead of this is a world class bullshitters exclusive, it's just kind of George Bush doesn't care about black people. And then Jeff
Oh God!
I don't know if that's the right message we should be trying to send in 2020.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Man, I think it's worth the risk. Damn it! Especially if we can get Chris Tucker. Yeah. Chris Tucker's weird face every time too. Like get
out of me. That's all I can say.
Jeez.
Yeah, Mike. That's crazy. So anyway, if you call now, I don't want to box of grease chin.
This is Camel's hump. Now, do you think other celebrities are gonna speak out, or do you think it's? Remember how around The Last Jedi it felt taboo to speak out about Disney Star Wars? Now everyone's just like, these movies suck, fuck them, and they're just going to town on them.
No, do you think that somebody's gonna? No, I don't. No, I don't think. And I don't think anybody really cares because Kanye is Kanye, and he's he's weird, he's crazy, and he's got a problem. And I think he was on Joe Rogan's show and he made a thing about it because he could, and he was on Joe Rogan. He just wanted to get some attention because he's going to be running for president or whatever. So
listen, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. I think you're still 100% right. But it's also Kanye is like. He's that crack in the levee. Like, he's the one that when the water starts seeping through, this shit's about to blow. And it might just be a subconscious thing at this point. Kanye West being like, man, fuck the sequels. And you might just have a fucking domino if everyone's like, you know what, Kanye? You're nuttier than a Payday bar. But you're right. The sequels do fucking suck. And listen, the door got kicked in when the cast got butt fucked. When the chick from I think was Access Highway was like, without saying any words, show me your reaction when you saw the
yes. I remember that. Oh my god.
And fucking half of them are just like, like they all clearly forgot that they were supposed to be selling the movie, and they immediately showcase how shitty it was. And that chick didn't know that she didn't know that she was the first chink in the armor. But when that happened. Channel's like, ours fucking like, see, that door was cracked then. Kanye, he's the fucking rush of water right behind it, man. He's the motherfucking
wow.
God damn.
Somebody's agreed with Dion.
What can I say? I'm world class. I speak to the hearts of all mankind.
That dude in his car was like, I agree with you, Dion.
Jeff, quit.
The sequel suck. It
was a tow truck with a minivan on the back.
Oh my god, Jeff, you need to quit flashing those trucks outside. Okay, man, I know you're bored, but quit it.
Dude, turns out Jeff's just like hanging out the window, fucking doing that arm pump motion all through this show.
It's Jeff on a sidewalk, pretty much Batman.
Hologram nunchuck. Is that a clown? Yes, it is.
Hey, one of our listeners, if you're out there and you've listened to all of our episodes, compile us one of those compilations of Jeff being interrupted by a car horn or a car engine.
Jesus.
Jeff versus cars. Well, anyway, guys, I was interviewed just like that. Right?
It's funny because you're like, we visited New York already, and it's just worse. It's worse than New York somehow. Where you were at, it's hilarious.
Well, no, even in Ohio, you'd get like cars and shit.
Yeah,
in the wind every now and again.
You just attract Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
attract traffic.
Yeah,
you attract fast-moving four-wheeled vehicles. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, for some reason, like
personality.
Yeah, it's like, hey, there's a guy that lives there. We've got bad mufflers. Let's drive by his house.
Like everyone knows, World Class Bullshit is on at 8:30 on a Thursday night. Like, all right, we're driving down their street.
There we go. Right on time.
You can't time that out better. You can't time that shit out better. Fuck,
Dude,
I mean, honk if you agree with Dion, especially if Jeff's trying to.
Well, you timed it pretty damn good there, dude. Hey,
fuck.
on Saturday night for our show, let's play a drinking game. We'll take a shot every time there's a car horn.
There you go.
I'm in on that one. Hell yeah. That's a goddamn movie.
Our friend Barney the Nucleosaurus Reek says, no matter what is about Kanye on this, no matter what is said about Kanye on this podcast tonight, never forget he is a simp.
Ah!
Damn.
All right.
Listen, in a lot of weird ways, the man is living the dream. Not being a simp, but sometimes you just gotta go to a movie award show with your whore girlfriend, drunk as shit off of Hennessy, and just get on stage and fucking fuck up Taylor Swift's night. Like that. Sometimes you just gotta do that.
Oh my god.
Is that the dream? We all want to be able to do that, and Kanye just fucking does it. And it's just. But we need to talk about like his weird need to bully Taylor Swift. That kind of pisses me off, though. Like, fucking what? Do you want to fuck her? Clearly, you want to fuck her, but... Dude.
I love how we're bitching about 11-year-old pop culture. Like it's not it's not old enough to be historical, and it's not recent enough to be topical. And then let's bitch about other stuff from 2009, shall we?
Listen, dude. It's fucking Kanye. The dude's an enigma. He's like the mist. You can't explain that shit. Tides go in, tides go out. Fucking, we can't explain that.
He's
Magnus,
like the
how's that shit work?
Langoliers.
Yeah, he's the Langoliers.
He eats up the past.
Pretty so, folks, here you go. Your meme contest of the week. Kanye West in various movie roles. So there you go. Make him a Langolier.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, put Kanye West in your favorite movie, folks. Or your least favorite movie. We got somebody in the chat called King Kurt 2000. It's making me think of King of the Ring 2000. So, great screen name. Dion.
Yes.
Who was the best King of the Ring ever?
Oh, fuck. Billy Gunn. No, I'm just kidding.
You're gonna say that, you asshole.
Oh, fuck, dude. I mean,
Kendo, I'm going with you too, Bo.
I gotta go with Kurt Angle, dude. I think I'm gonna go with Kurt Angle as the greatest King of the Ring.
Kendo?
I'm just gonna go with Triple H because he still uses that King of Kings song from Motorhead.
Jeez.
So he's lived the gimmick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Booker T. He lived the gimmick annoyingly.
Okay, that's a good one too.
That's a great pick too.
But he was, talk. Sorry, this broke me. WCBS discusses the pop culture topics that are just hitting the Russian pop culture headline.
Oh, fucking Kanye West! God damn it! I'm telling you, the dude.
Well, look, we'll move away from Kanye West. We'll talk about Netflix, another nefarious.
Ooh,
yeah. But let me get caught up on our super chats. Thank you to everybody who is helping support the show. If you could do us a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We have 531 watching currently, but only 273 likes, so that's not even. But anyway, while we're waiting for that to even out, the Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey says, # she's still a fat C word.
That will never not
Kendo really good.
That will never not hit me and make me laugh. Just the way it was, the delivery. It was really just the delivery. I mean, I've heard those words used. Hell, I probably used those words a few times today. But just the way that Dion just channeled his inner Stephen Wright and just hit me with that in such a dry, matter-of-fact way. It creased me.
Our friend Dean Dominus says, good to have you guys back again this week, and another great High Council guest. Oh, and Jeff, about Resident Evil 4, what are you buying? What are you selling? That fucking guy. That little merchant dude from Resident Evil was so annoying, but so necessary at times. But I'm glad you guys liked our friend Andrew, who came on to discuss In Search of Darkness and In Search of Darkness 2, and we're going to try to get him back on next year for In Search of Tomorrow, which is the sci-fi related topic.
Oh my God.
Documentary, excuse me. So
dude, he was fun to talk to, man. He I was wondering, I was like, how nerdy are you? And then he just kept just saying out names. I was like, God damn, dude, you know your shit really well. Like it was insane, his level of 80s horror movies that he knew. It was just entirely insane.
He was a great guest, and
he's awesome.
For those who've joined us, folks, how do we follow that up? Well, we have Razor Fist and Cameron Pasha joining us on Tuesday night. So if you're one of our international listeners, or you just don't give a shit about the election, and you can just read the results on your phone, and when it's over, join us. It's going to be a fun, crazy show where you guys can dictate any topic we talk about. It'll be like a WCBS podcast, except not with us. So not a WCBS podcast. Anyway, Ninja Lawyer Steve says party fun bag. Wait. You know it. It's party boob. You could say it here.
Party boob.
Liquor Jim. Thank you very much. He says 88.9 KNDO, the voice of Appalachia.
I hope that's got a good. That better have a good signal, considering they have to go 700 miles to get to Appalachia. Since I'm not anywhere near there, nor am I from there.
Dude, 88.9 KNDO, the voice of Appalachia, is a Sirius satellite radio channel.
Fuck them.
Those are your people.
No, they are not.
Oh god.
Adam Walford, thank you very much for your super generous super chat. He says, so you guys weren't on last week. So I got 2 Warhammer 40k facts. First one is on power weapons. The power sword has an energy field around it. With that, it can cut through basically everything. So it sounds like the lightsaber guys has met its match.
Oh,
Now, have you guys seen that live action, or not live action, that real life lightsaber they made a couple weeks ago?
Oh, on Hacksmith? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Those guys are nuts. I love those guys. They're crazy.
If we were good at science, maybe we would have a channel like that. We should do a channel called Idiots Do Science, and it's just one video that'll blow up and die.
Just playing with fucking plasma torches and shit. Great.
It starts out, Dion melts his face off. I was like, Dion, I know you love the fucking movie, but dude, come on.
I melted my face off.
So, with the power sword, though, not the power sword, the real life lightsaber, I didn't watch the follow up video, so I'll have to check that out. But it's so cool that we're now reaching a point where we can mimic a lightsaber. So maybe one day, a bunch of people running around with those.
Yeah, I love that's a guy's like whole gimmick and like channel or whatever. What his entire life is just like making shit from the movies actually work. I'm just like, you have the coolest job ever, man.
Dude, that or binging with Babish, who just makes all the show. The food
I got to meet that guy for like 3 seconds while he was signing his book in January.
Nice. Well,
yeah,
not nice. Only 3 seconds. So.
I mean, he was nice to everybody there for that amount of time. So I guess he's okay.
But thank you very much, Adam Walford. He does follow up, and he says the power axes work the same way. Also, in the Space Marine chapter, Space Wolves use power claws. Think Wolverine, just 9 feet tall and about 1 ton.
Shit.
I want to see Wolverine win that one, though.
You find a way.
I'm always rooting for the underdog, the little guy. Dion, have you watched any more Warhammer stuff?
Oh yeah, I finally watched that little mini movie that Astartes thing, which was fucking.
It's a good
awesome.
one.
That one is so fucking good. And then just going through like history stuff. Going through the like great defeats. I'm still finishing that video up. The great defeats of the Imperials, man. I've watched because I remember when it came out, the Dawn of War 3 trailer. I remember it being awesome. I watched it like 3 fucking times. I forgot how great that trailer was. Too bad the game was fucking shit apparently. But yeah, man, I'm still moving through shit, dude. It's great.
Sorry, there's a bus outside my door.
Okay.
You good. Bye-bye. At least it didn't start honking at you.
Yeah.
So the really
I guess it came back. It's
still there. It's still there. It's just honking at him. That's it.
He's like, go the fuck down the street. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm
That's how I
a
feel.
boss. I'm trying to do a podcast. Oh God.
It's not the Kendo. The Bang Bus was a van. Okay,
That's true.
Well, even then, Kendo, it was in Miami, man. Come on.
Yeah. Well, maybe they upgraded to a bus and moved to California. You don't know their life.
Yeah, well,
you're correct. I don't.
Right, but it's still one of my favorite Kaylee Gray fucking scenes.
I know what these people are up to these days. Personally,
not really.
I'm good.
Kaylee Gray has her OnlyFans. I know that.
How much does it cost a month, Dion? And how much are you? What tier are you backing it at?
Shit, son, I don't pay for that, man. I only go for my free. Give me.
Yeah, I mean,
give me
you're
clips.
married. I would definitely. I'd go for that. Then the real thing is always going to outweigh a picture.
Of course. Plus, just OnlyFans is just. I couldn't bring myself to pay for that shit. It's like Pornhub is a thing, y'all. You don't have to pay for this shit.
Now, I have a question for you. How long until VR porn impedes population growth?
I'd like to think it already has.
You think so?
Man, we might only be a decade away from less and less babies is made because post-nut clarity is catching on like wildfire.
Yeah, I mean, once again, ask Japan. They're the ones who've been caught up in that shit. So, yeah, they love them some porn, some VR porn, and those anime real girl dolls. Man, they sell like hotcakes.
It's funny though, because hotcakes don't really sell that well anymore, because everyone's all
exactly because anime real dolls are outselling them. That's why.
So I'd rather have a hot
toy, man.
Why put your dick in a hot cake when you can buy Dochi-san?
Exactly.
That's what I always wanted.
You ever fucked a doll woman?
No. Maybe.
just preface like every new story we learn about. Yeah, man, because they got the sex dolls in Japan. You ever fuck a doll woman?
Yeah.
Yo, man, they got them.
The laugh that I got out of you that night when we were watching Game of Thrones will never cease
that's a great.
to make
That's
me
still
a
a
happy
fun.
memory.
I still laugh about that.
Anna got so pissed.
She was getting mad as fuck. That was fun.
You ever fucked a dragon woman?
Oh, so,
Good to be back.
It is great to be back. I made a mistake. I didn't mean for us to use our superpowers name as our word game of the week. It was our porn name was meant for this week, but we'll have to start the next week. Or should we use it for Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday. All right. So, folks, bring your porn names for Saturday night. As well as your terrible costumes. Let's see. 007 Cloud says I only remember the boobs of the first Rob Zombie Halloween movie. I think I blocked the memory I'm sorry. I think I blocked the memory of the second. We would love to have blocked the memory of the second.
I tried.
I think we joke. Oh, I jokingly said it, but I think the first Rob Zombie Halloween is the only one with full frontal in a Halloween film. So, I mean, if that's the only first that series has that's a positive. Other than that, it's first series to hear the first part of the franchise to hear Michael Myers talk. The first part where Michael Myers cries. The first part where Michael Myers tries to bang his sister and all this other weird shit. So
now that's an episode of Bang Bus.
Yeah, I saw that one. No, I didn't. I don't even know if it's real. Anyway, moving on though. AJ Journey says, I read that Paramount canceled the sequel to the Friday the 13th reboot movie in favor of Mother. Thoughts? Well, let this call right outside.
They bet on the wrong fucking horse. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Fucking Jennifer Love Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence can't.
Jennifer Love Lawrence.
Jennifer Love Lawrence. Them titties might be popping out, but she can't hold that franchise.
No. And also, when you give Darren Aronofsky $40 million to jerk himself off, I mean, what did you expect was going to happen?
That literally is the perfect way to describe that fucking movie. He literally is just clear. He's clearly getting off to Jennifer Lawrence, and no one's asking any fucking questions.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we don't need any more Michael Myers or Friday the 13th or Freddy Krueger. We don't need any more of those. Pick some new people and bring them up, and let's get some new monsters and new bad guys out there. Come on.
Yeah, but we just got the new Halloween trailer. More Michael Myers. Come on, broski.
Oh God. Well, even 2018 was a honey dick. We went over that.
Dude, I worked on a video. It's 5 pages long, the script. I had to go back because it's a video. I'm gonna put it out Monday. I'm trying to put it out Saturday, I guess, because we've had really good videos drop on in terms of views on a Saturday. Plus, it's Halloween, but it's a parallel video between The Force Awakens, Halloween, and the formula that. Well, here comes the traffic. Thank you. It's the really.
He's trying to say some important, poignant shit.
Yeah,
God damn it!
I'll say. Oh my God.
Is there a block party going on? What's happening over there?
Yeah.
Kick
your ass later. I was going to say that there's a formula that both Disney and Universal used to make sure that Halloween and The Force Awakens were big hits. And other studios do follow that and use that formula. So I break down that formula a little more in depth. But those movies are probably two of the most dangerous movies because all they do is show these studios that people will lap up remakes without being called a remake. Fuck, even in Halloween, they use the exact same title. The fact that we live in a world now where the same movie or different movies in the same franchise have the exact same title, and they just put the year that it was released to signify which is which. Gone. At least Halloween Resurrection's a dog shit movie, but it's Halloween Resurrection. We don't have to
God.
sit and go, the 2018 Halloween Resurrection.
Dude, I bought the Trick or Treat Motherfucker shirt, and also the one that's a Dangertainment across the front. I bought those shirts.
I'm glad somebody did, Nick.
I love Resurrection. Resurrection is crap, but I love it.
If I ever meet Busta Rhymes without you around, I'm going to say, sir, Mr. Rhymes, I have a friend, Nick, who loves you to death. But I have 4 seconds of your time for you to record him a birthday message of trick or treat, motherfucker. That's it. And then I
would cherish that forever.
I hope Busta Rhymes is a decent gentleman, and then I can present you with the greatest gift ever.
He seems like he would be. I mean, he got real wild there early 2000s, but I think he's like calmed down now, and he's more of a businessman and stuff. I hope so, anyways. But
let's see. Invest in spike strips is the gift that keeps on giving year after year. If I didn't live on a main street, I would definitely do that. Actually, I should just go out every night and put down the spike strips about 4 a.m. and just wait for the first pop of the day. That's one thing about this little mini vacation from YouTube. I was up at 7 a.m. almost every day.
Oh, jeez.
It was weird, though, because like the night before my mom showed up, Jesse and I fell asleep. Like we stayed up most of the night to get the apartment ready. So when my mom showed up, we went out and we all did stuff. And my mom had jet lag. We were tired, so we all fell asleep at like 9 o'clock at night. And so the next morning we all woke up super early. We just kind of kept on that cycle. It was really bizarre. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do all this fun shit at I got to wait till everything opens up out here. So it was an interesting birthday and an interesting shift. I feel like an old man officially, Dion. I mean, I know you got a wife and a family and a pension and all that stuff, but now I feel like the old man.
Fall asleep at 9 o'clock, man. Saving that energy, son.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to. Oh, never mind. My computer thinks it's 9:52. It's only 6:52 out here. I should be.
Your computer hasn't reset the time yet.
Dude, my computer still thinks it's in Ohio.
Oh my god!
Nice.
I have gone and tried to change it. Yeah, my computer's living in a greater reality than I am. But no, I have gone back and tried to sit and edit the time thing, the time zones. Nope, nothing. It won't do it at all. So let's see. We also had a couple more, a lot of super chats. I'm not gonna read them all right now. Thank you very much to everybody. We definitely feel like you're happy to have us back. But AJ Journeyman, we'll use his as a transition to start talking about stuff in a minute. But Paramount canceled the sequel to Friday the 13th reboot movie in favor of Mother. All joking aside with the Mother bullshit, I mean, I can rip on the movie all day. Friday the 13th, the 2009 reboot, was nothing amazing, but I was interested to see more. What about you, Nick?
Oh, sorry. It was all right. I didn't like the CG blood or him running. That was weird. I mean, I think the way they started off was really fun. You had these kids, try to find a pot field, and there was a nice sex scene with a really hot girl, and then homeboy, and then homeboy comes out running and throws a machete. That was a little weird. Also, how did in that movie, how did Jason become a contractor and build the underground chamber of his house to keep prisoners and have lighting?
I would jokingly say YouTube, but I can give you the right answer, Nick. The same person that taught Jason how to be a contractor is the same person that taught Michael Myers how to drive. So when you figure out who taught Michael Myers how to drive, then we figure out who taught Jason how to build the fucking underground. They taught him, okay?
Oh my god! You know what? You're probably not wrong. You're probably not wrong. That's the thread, but connecting them two together. That's what it is. The thin thread. Just
what were they doing in 1963 Illinois? Teaching a little kid to drive.
But that was my whole thing with like 09. It's like because Jason just had the in part 2 you see he's got the shitty house, and he's got his mom's head there with the sweater and everything, and then like all of a sudden in like 09 he becomes this fucking full contractor with a bag over his head and like can build underneath the house, has booby traps and has like these little things that spring up and like the bells will ring and tell people where they are, and he has like a full string of lights down there, everything. I was like, what are you mining for? What are you trying to do? Dig for gold? What the fuck, dude? Like it was so weird.
Maybe while he was stuck underwater, he went to a trade school.
Scuba welding.
They had correspondence courses by then.
Yeah, like that was the thing that really threw me off is just that kind of stuff because he's supposed to come out of nowhere and just kill people, on his property or whatever, and just indiscriminately just kill everybody, and just do his thing. And that was and '09 was nice because it was okay because he kept doing that, but I didn't like the fact they're trying to reboot it and give him his mask back all of a sudden in the movie. After he had the bag over his head, it was weird having that scene. It's like just have him have the mask all the way through it and kind of be this soft reboot thing, and just keep moving on. No need to have a full reboot where he doesn't have his mask. You have the shitty beginning where you show him as a kid or whatever, and redo his mom or what, and that whole scene. Just camp, people fucking smoking, drinking, whatever. They die. A few years later, camps, the area's severely closed down now because of the killings or whatever. And you get some assholes go in there and camp out or look at stars. Who the fuck knows? And then they all get killed too. Just make it easy.
Look at these stars.
These good ass stars. Why didn't they tell me how good these stars were?
I don't know, have them do peyote or something and just like fucking go into the woods and just get killed.
I was this many years old when I found out what peyote actually was. Like, I knew that it was a drug and people took it and hallucinated also, but I actually didn't realize what it was until this 2020, put it like that. Because of Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Okay.
So let's talk about our next big topic. And folks, we'll be covering all of these super chats and stuff like that. So do not worry. We always go back and read them. Thank you again very much. Netflix has been in the news for quite some time. Now, we're going to talk about Netflix's mistakes, their future, their inevitability, and all this other stuff. So this is going to be one of those... it's not going to be a serious topic in terms of boring. It's just going to be, there's a lot to uncover with this. So let's start with the first little piece of news from a couple days ago. I love piecing these things together, stringing them together, just like the Mulan video, where it's basically a timeline to how everything shit the bed. So a couple of days ago, on the 24th of October, and for those listening in the future, it was a long time ago. It was 5 days from when we recorded this. Netflix subscription cancellations skyrocket after the movie, which name I don't even want to say because I don't want to even give it the whatever. After that specific gross movie came out, a lot of people left Netflix. So the streaming service has watched subscription cancellations skyrocket by 800% after the French coming-of-age film triggered a boycott in early September, analysis show. Within 2 days of the movie's premiere, #cancel Netflix became the top trending topic on Twitter, and a petition to change.org garnered hundreds of thousands of signatures. Netflix's chief financial officer, Spencer Newman, didn't mention the film in a third quarter earnings call this week, instead focusing on the first half of the year when the coronavirus lockdowns nationwide drove subscriptions. Newman told investors the company came pretty close to meeting its membership goal worldwide, but it did not. So, Antenna reports that Netflix lost 5 times as many subscribers in September, first couple of weeks, a few days into the protest, than the company lost in all of August. So, good. Good is right. So that's the first part of this story. Now, if you want to go back and listen to our thoughts on the film's trailer, you can go back. We've never watched the film. Well, I refuse to endorse it. Won't watch it. Won't
exactly.
Just not for me and not for this show. But there's been a full story around said film. So it goes a little deeper than that. So as I said, they missed their subscriber goals. And as of today, they are raising the price for the members. So for all of us here that have a Netflix subscription, we're about to see now Netflix is getting into the territory of being too expensive. Because I do share Netflix with my friend Dan, and he has the WWE Network, and I have the highest tier of Netflix. And now it's $18 a month, and I'm thinking to myself, $4 is not that big of a deal. But I don't really watch my own Netflix account anymore, and I rarely watch the WWE Network. And when it was $10 a month, you just forgot about it. Now it's almost doubled, and because I'm not using it as much, I don't think I'm going to stick around much longer. So what do you guys think of the Netflix price hike? Do you think it's a bunch of bullshit?
I mean,
or you get justified?
They have been pushing a lot of stuff out of the content mill. You know, they just released another round of renewals and cancellations. And while I understand the, you know, you raise the price a little bit so that you can, you know, get more money off people, especially when you're putting out all this content. I understand all that, but also, you know, no one's making you churn this shit out at a breakneck pace. So while I can at least appreciate the business aspect of raising prices so you can rake in more money and keep churning all this bullshit out, a lot of the stuff that you're putting out is bullshit. Obviously, case in point with what happened, but you know, Sabrina fucking sucked. You know, I don't need another fucking teen show about, you know, about this is what high school is like being played by fucking 27-year-olds. You know, we don't need another shitty post-apocalyptic young adult action series. Like, you know, I would be less pissed off if the majority of the shit they were creating was actually good. You know, all this extra bullshit, you know, instead of keeping, you know, like keeping the low rent action movies on your fucking catalog should be a fucking priority. I don't need another season of fucking Sabrina, you know? So
well,
I would be less pissed if it was worth it.
Well, the thing is, dude, you actually have the perfect complaint. Well, you have a similar complaint that I have where, you know, Netflix, it makes a bunch of garbage. I mean, the fact that outside of this news story, I'm seeing, oh, they're making a Colin Kaepernick biopic. That's cool. That's fine if that's what you want to make. But, like, that's not going to get me to keep my my doubled subscription.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what? Put the James Bond series on there. I'm more likely to keep that on just in case. I'd rather watch a 60-year-old movie than any of the new crap you keep around, because it's just a flood, an influx of crap. Like, you know, you brought up Sabrina, but like a show that I enjoyed, like Glow or The Get Down, that shit gets canceled.
Yeah.
Dude, The Get Down, the Get Down. I tried finding the music for that. I think the vinyl or whatever for that, because I really loved that music. And yeah, dude, that was such shit that show got canceled.
Well, I mean, there was an article that came out, let's see, 2 weeks ago, from the Radio Times, all the TV shows that Netflix has canceled in 2020. Now, I'm not going to sit and read an entire list because I don't want to bore people. That's not what this is about. The point I'm trying to make, though, is Netflix has taken the stance they have and produced the content they do, and people just aren't buying it. It's very... I don't want to call it niche entertainment, because there's Netflix has a wide variety for everybody, realistically. But like, their original produced content is very niche. You know, it appeals to a certain demographic of people. It doesn't take into account what could be the other half or the, you know, other third or whatever it is. There's still millions of other people out there that might not buy into this stuff. And I mean, it's not a cool. Here's the thing. If it was a couple of Netflix shows that may have had a specific theme or some message or something, people are like, well, that's just, you know, it's 2020. That's how shows are made or whatever. But like, all of Netflix shows have they have a certain slant. They lean a certain way. They cover certain types of stories, certain types of people, in certain types of light. It's a very much like one-sided argument on Netflix.
Right.
It's not.
Yeah.
You don't get this like wide variety of different appeals or you know, lifestyles or stuff. It's like, this is our vision of the world, and if you want to be on Netflix, your films have to match that vision. It's very scary in a way, because
it is. I mean, with them, and also I think we reported this way back in 2018. But in 2018, they spent $20 billion on content, billion with a B, on content, and they're still in debt. And the thing is that when they do things like making the poster for that movie, and everybody on both sides of the aisle being like, that's wrong, we hate that, we're speaking with our dollar, we're going to cancel you, that speaks volumes, and that should tell them what's going on. And also, you know what I really hate on Netflix? Whenever they try to honey dick you to watch their shit, they'll change the little thumbnail picture all the time.
Constantly
to try to get you to watch it, and I'm just like, fuck you so much.
The user interface is so shit now too, and it's like they don't make improvements. They keep making, you know, to keep raising the price for shit that either doesn't work or makes the program and the interface worse is just not smart. You know, now, you know, videos autoplay now. Like, I don't want to hear a fucking audio clip every time I rest on a fucking. I just want to read what the fucking movie's about. Like, stop fucking doing that, And then, obviously the search function is still shit. It's gotten way worse. I remember being way better on fucking Wii, and it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah. Their descriptions are horrible still. It's like, get somebody who actually watched these movies a couple times, actually write a description. Come on.
I'm with you. It's weird how they will,
and then the bullshit with the thumbs up.
Oh god, yeah, dude, that was the worst one. The fucking 5-star rating.
Bring back the stars. At least that was like there's more variety in like what you like and what you don't like, and it would be easier, I think, for an algorithm to pick something out of the 5 stars and the thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah.
And what is it? I use Hulu way the hell more than I use Netflix. And I use Amazon Prime more than all of them.
Prime's the best streaming service right now.
Yeah, Prime's awesome, man. And I'm with you, Jeff. Every time you say it, it's like everything on there should be on Prime, and you should be able to watch whenever you want to. There shouldn't be this renting bullshit. I entirely agree with that. But they're really good, and they have a lot of good stuff on there. Hulu, even Hulu's own content is actually pretty good.
Yeah, they do. A movie I want to watch about a group of actors that are hired to reenact the first Thanksgiving.
Pilgrim. Oh yeah.
They won't break character. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, they made a deal with Blumhouse to do some Blumhouse movies on there, and they're hit or miss, but they're actually like a lot of them are really good. Like there's one called Elevator that's actually really terrifying and good.
I think Elevator.
Yeah, Elevator, dude. Like those movies are good. Like they're in the stuff they make. That even, dude. Every at least twice a year they bring over the James Bond collection. It's on there to watch. And I'm just like, Hulu's doing it right. Like that's why I keep giving them money, and their price hasn't changed. I think it's gone up maybe $1 in the last few years I've had it.
Yeah, I think they had a recent $1 hike.
Yeah, but that's it. It's only gone up $1 in like 5 or 6 years that I've had it, so it's not that big of a deal. Netflix, on the other hand, is like it's how are you gonna do things in other countries and still jack up the price for people in America and Canada? Like that's unfair. That's bullshit. It's really horrible.
Well, what's bullshit too is you have a company that doubles down to defend that really gross French movie.
Yes,
but then they do all this other stuff that's antithetical to the like. How do I want to phrase this? To what's best for consumers, because Dion complained about the user interface. We all agree that it's bullshit. Now, according to someone in the chat, you can change the autoplay setting. You can turn that off in the preferences. So
yeah, but see, like I have to log onto a computer, go to Netflix, go to the preferences, and then like flip a switch. Like to me, that's an inconvenience to do. I know it's easy and you can do it, but that to me is just like that's bullshit. I shouldn't have to do that.
It's less is more. Prime. It's just that blue background. And white text. It's easy to read. It doesn't randomly start playing. My only complaint with Prime is on the Apple TV and the PlayStation, it's the same layout. I don't like how you have to click and then go into the thing to add it to your favorites on the Apple TV. Like on the PlayStation, you can just kind of hit the triangle button and other stuff too. But then a lot of times too, you have to hold the button to make sure it's added to your favorite. It's just too many steps. Like Netflix does have them beat there, but other than that, it's just so convoluted and confusing.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I know it's wrong to say this. Oh, go ahead. What are you saying, Dan?
No, I was just saying, I was just backing you up. Less is more for a lot of shit, man.
Yeah, well, less is what Netflix has in subscribers. So, like I said, I don't have any sympathy because of the plays they back. It's not like this is some innocent company that, it's just, the economy's crashing because of this current crisis and all, it sucks for them. It's like you guys made an advertising campaign that's really fucked up and gross.
Yeah,
people complained about it, and then you fought back against the people complaining.
Yeah, which is some Disney level shit right there. It's like, we don't care what you think, we're doing it anyways, and you're gonna pay for it and like it. It's like, nope, we don't have to. Sorry.
Yeah, a tactic that has been proven to not work quite a lot in the last several years.
Well, there's a little more to Netflix's stupidity.
Oh God.
So let's see. Hold on, let me mute this in case this is a copyrighted song that's playing on this person's radio outside. Sorry.
The things you got to worry about when you live next to the street.
Yeah.
Our channel might get popped because some car drove by playing music.
No, before you know it, the sound of a Chevy Camaro's engine is,
copyright.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, dude.
God, give it a little while. It'll happen.
The damn Mustangs out here are the loud ass cars. Like, you get the dudes that have the Ferraris left and right, but then you got the guys who have the Mustangs that soup them up to try to sound like the high end sports cars, and it all just sounds like shit.
Yeah.
So, no, Netflix is playing around with giving away free Netflix. So Netflix is experimentally giving an entire country 2 days of Netflix for free. So they're giving away. Let's see what the specific dates are. I don't know the exact date, but they're doing this in India first, and it's starting to. The free trial will kick off on December 4th.
Oh my God!
So this is one of those. Jesus Christ!
I think Krispy Kreme turned on the light, and that's what's causing this traffic on Jeff's Road right now.
With the second Indiegogo, I'm just gonna move. Fuck it. Honestly, that's not a joke. I want to move to a place with an office where it's quiet.
I don't blame you. Don't blame me one bit.
Yeah. I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night having, hot flashes of fear because of fucking car races at 2 a.m. How'd Jeff die? It was about family.
He died the way he lived, a quarter mile at the time.
I gotta say, the chat tonight is on fire. They've been taking Kanye West and putting his name into film titles. So we have stuff like Kanye, Queen of the Desert, The 12 Kanye, Star Kanye into Darkness. Sorry, Kanye Trek into Darkness. How about Star Trek into Kanye? That's kind of dark, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay. So now the question I have for you guys is, does Netflix have, obviously there are different factors as to why they lost subscribers or things being down across the board, but do you think the current business model they have, with the way streaming is so ubiquitous these days, do you think they can continue the model they have, or do you think they need to adapt because they aren't the biggest name in streaming anymore? Or put like this, they're not the only name in streaming anymore.
Oh, of course, yeah. Of course they do, because once again, $20 billion spent on content, still in debt, and also, the original stuff. As we know, and you've said before, and we've all said, multiple times, it leans a certain way that is not fun. Especially with them recently, like canceling Glow, which was a wonderful show, but yet, and I love how they're saying, oh, it's it's because we can't film anything during COVID. It's like I saw set pictures from Stranger Things last week. They're still shooting. So what the fuck is your excuse? It doesn't make sense that this pandemic is an excuse. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. You're picking and choosing your shit, and and also why wouldn't you want Glow? Doesn't that go with your narrative, the way you're leaning? Doesn't that go for that, or are you still focusing on kids? Like how is this working out? Like it's weird. It's weird the things they pick and choose, and the way the things are going on. Because a lot of the shows that got canceled, I would have liked to see them at least resolved, at least a 3-season arc. I'm not asking for a lot, just 3-season arc, and they can afford that. Trust me, they can. And it's weird because you look at shows on Amazon Prime and they're killing it. You look at shows on Hulu and they're doing a damn good job. And it's like, why can't Netflix do this? Even then you have free things like Pluto TV or Tubi, or things like that are doing well. Hell, even Shudder just reached 1 million subscribers now, and they're going to other countries. And it seems like Netflix, it used to be at the forefront, but now they're in the back of the bus, and they don't know what to do, and they're kind of just there, and they're just fumbling around in the dark, trying to figure out what's going on, and they can't figure it out. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be funny to see them kind of fall, which they are, but it's going to see them to see what happens totally with them. Like, will they get bought out by somebody, or what? Like, what's going to happen with them in the future is going to be interesting to see.
Sorry, I was looking at something. Speaking of streaming, we know that the Mandalorian starts streaming in a couple of hours. Are you guys excited?
Yeah. Super pumped.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I want to see if they can capitalize off of season 1.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw my video that I put out, but of all people, my mom's like, "Hey, honey, do these Star Wars dolls are these new or old? I don't know what they are." She just sent me this picture. I'm like, "Send me." I was like, "Where are you at?" And she's like, "I'm at Gabe's, which is a discount store." I was like, "Do me a favor, see if you can find where they keep those and drive as fast as you can to California and bring them to me." No, I said to her straight up, I said, "Mom, just take a picture of all of them." So she sends me that giant display, and dude, that Baby Yoda shit is the newest Baby Yoda shit, and it's
really.
That's not. There is no last year's Baby Yoda shit. Like, here's the way it works for Star Wars toys, folks. And if you're getting this from other sources, and it contradicts this, then they're just wrong. Last year, they had a handful of Mandalorian figures in the Black Series line, as well as an ATST branded from the Mandalorian, which was just another ATST toy put in a different box. Slight alterations. Long story short, that Baby Yoda shit didn't come out until about March of this year because Baby Yoda was a surprise, or the child as he's known. But he was the surprise character. We didn't know about him going in. You were able to pick up the Mandalorian. I don't know if it was Cara Dune was in the first series or set of figures, but you get all these characters. You couldn't get Baby Yoda. Now Baby Yoda comes out, takes the world by storm, but in record time, it's already on clearance. It's not like, people have had time to get tired of this. This is the first Christmas season to get all this Mandalorian stuff. You finally have a Mandalorian branded toy line out there, not just part of a vintage line. You have, masks and little rocket launchers and all kinds of fun little stuff. But seeing this at clearance already makes me concerned because, the Marvel Legends stuff that comes out this year, or that came out even earlier before Baby Yoda, that stuff doesn't go to these clearance stores because people buy it up. There's no excess Marvel Legends stock where you're gonna find the most expensive new shit like the new Storm and Thunder or Warpath figures. You're not gonna find those for $4 down the street. No, exclusives mean something with other brands. It's only Star Wars that gets that across the board. And I was so convinced we had moved past that. I thought, oh, Mandalorian's resetting everything, or everybody's buying the Razor Crest on HasLab. Everything's changing. We're moving into that. Almost we're moving back with Star Wars to where it's not this contentious thing, but instantly they had dropped the ball with the merchandising of Baby Yoda. It's like, screw it. Why pay full price? It's funny. The day I dropped that video was the day they dropped all the new Baby Yoda merchandise, like the press releases and stuff. You have like, oh, the new animatronic Baby Yoda doll from Mattel, or all these new vintage style Baby Yoda figures. It's like, guys, this is the worst day ever to, for me to put this video out.
Oh god, that's hilarious. Well, I mean, I sent you guys the new remote controlled Baby Yoda in the chat. That was $70.
Yeah,
it came with this little, it came with the little wrist controller on it. It's just like, that's weird. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Star Wars in general, people are just tired of it and tired of hearing about it and tired of dealing with it, especially with everything that's been going on since Disney bought it. And I think they're just bored with it and they don't want to hear it anymore. And they're just over it. They want to have their three perfect movies and maybe sometimes the prequels, and that's it. They don't want anything else. They don't want to think of the corporate Star Wars as part of the canon or part of the lexicon. They don't want to deal with it, so they just won't. So they're not going to buy things from it. They're not going to support it in any way, and they're just done. They just don't want to hear about it.
Well, I mean, they put themselves in this situation.
Yeah,
fans, like this is a message to Disney or any other content producer. Like, fans didn't make the content suck, so it's not our fault that we, it is what it is. They just didn't like what you guys produced, so sorry. But I'm playing around with an idea. I might, since we're out here in California, and the show drops at 12:01 our time, it might be feasible to watch it tonight and do a review. So I might, if I do something like that for tomorrow and it gets good traction, I'll do Mandalorian each week if you guys have interest in it. Like I said, I'll make content about anything if you guys have a vested interest in it, because we want to make stuff to entertain you guys. That's why Dion, well, that's not why Dion likes the Warhammer stuff. It's because you guys suggested it, and now we found it, and now we like it too. So, November is when I'm going to try to work out getting Nick Rekieta on a stream, and who was the other YouTuber that everyone else requested with him? Is Az Heel versus Baby? Is Az a Warhammer guy or a Critical Drinker? One of those two guys is. I'll have to check it out. But do we think the first episode of Mandalorian will be awesome? And do people think it'll shit the bed and there'll be a big outcry tomorrow?
Hard to say. Hard to say.
I mean, with all the crazy shit happening, I think it can turn out to be shitty. But you know, I don't see them changing the formula too much. At least not for the first episode. If anything, they're gonna try and honey dick us and then change stuff up later on. You know, but you know the post production shit that was going on and all the Ahsoka stuff and you know now shit with you know, Cara Dune and all this shit. I think the first episode will still be pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
Oh yeah, I've got high hopes for it. I mean, I feel like they bought plenty of goodwill with me with the first season of it, so I'm interested. I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna peel back the curtain a little bit. Gonna be on Doofus duty tomorrow night. Me and him are gonna hang out and have a good time. Play some video games. Gonna teach the kid how to fucking ball in NBA Jam. He sucks. And yeah, we're gonna hang out, and then Saturday we're gonna, you know, hang out. I'm gonna take him to the comic shop, and one of the things we're doing tomorrow night is watching Mandalorian because the kid loves that show. So, got high hopes.
Are you still gonna show him Halloween?
Yeah, still gonna show him Halloween tomorrow night. He's gonna cover his eyes up when he sees the boobies because that's what he does. But you know what? One day he'll get over that shit and realize, oh damn, those things are awesome. I want to see more of those. And I'm like, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Dion, what is your favorite horror movie again?
The Thing.
And do you remember the first time you ever saw it?
Yeah, I do. You know, being a kid, because we had movie nights on the weekends, and my parents brought The Thing, and they said, "Hey, do you want to watch it?" I said, "Yep." All right. Well, don't be coming back to talk about having fucking nightmares. I said, "Okay," and my mind was fucking blown because that movie was crazy fucking scary, and I fucking loved that. I liked how it made me feel.
It's a fantastic movie. 10 out of 10.
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Nick, same questions to you. Favorite horror movie, and what was your first experience with it?
Shit, favorite. Last House on the Left, I gotta say, is my favorite. First one I watched.
The first time you saw The Last House on the Left.
First time I saw it was in a weird situation. I had a video iPod. I downloaded it to my video iPod on a road trip, and I didn't know I downloaded the unrated version. I watched it in the backseat of my car while my parents were driving us to Florida, and I was like, "This is fucked up," but I kind of like it. And then I got the official version and a nicer version of it, so I could watch it actually on a TV. And I love that movie. It is disturbing as hell. It's crazy as shit. It's one of the Wes Craven's first movies, and I really like it, man. It's a really good movie.
Is that the one that says "Repeat after us"? It's only a movie. Is that in the trailer? For that one?
I think that might be the one. I'm not sure. But it's basically these girls try to go to like a concert, and they get these guys mess with them, and they get tortured on their way back, and they end up the guys who torture said girls end up at the girl's house at some point, and the mom and dad don't know where the girl is, and they find out that these people know where she is because one of them is wearing the necklace that their daughter has. So the father comes in and I think he shoots the guy or chops him with an axe while the cops are there or something. Something happens and shit goes down, and that's kind of the end of it. Yeah, it's a crazy movie.
Kendo, the same question for you.
Oh, it's a hard choice because some of my favorite ones aren't necessarily horror movie, but they're like slasher comedy horrors and stuff like that. Nick knows what I'm talking about. But I'd have to say, if I had to pick one, I'm going to go with a shitty pick and say Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. I can't. The music video is what made me really love that movie. And I have, after seeing I've never watched the movie, but I saw the Dokken video, I don't know how many times, on Metal Mania on VH1. And watched it, and it was like, holy shit, this is a lot of fun. This is a great movie. And I would probably say that one because if it ever comes on, I stop and I watch that movie.
I'm going to go with, obviously, Halloween. And I saw it on a Saturday morning. We had it on tape. And I was like, can I watch this? And they're like, sure. And it scared me. That's the end of the story. It scared me, and I loved it. And I watched it probably 4 times this Halloween season. Shit, this this Falcons game isn't that great. I could just switch over to Halloween right now. It'd be great.
There you go.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Sorry about the little Mandalorian tangent. I mean, a lot of people have subscribed for Star Wars content, so I can't really be too apologetic. But with the streaming stuff, it'll be interesting to see how things shift because of the Rona, the beer bug. Because we've theorized on this channel multiple times that because, let's say, we'll go down the path of no theatrical releases, well, then your streaming services can't support $200 and $300 million films. So they're going to have to make smaller things. And if Netflix, if everybody starts looking to streaming to replace their stuff, and everyone goes over to Netflix and they're like, yeah, there's stuff I like too, but let me watch this original content, and it's stuff that doesn't appeal to, and it's not like I'm saying like, oh, Netflix appeals to 90% of people with their original content. It feels like a 50-50 split where you would kind of want to appeal to more people. Like, it's perfect with Stranger Things, but Stranger Things is the rare exception. Not every show is as universally acceptable as Stranger Things. You get a lot of weird stuff too on Netflix, and bad stuff too that keeps getting seasons.
Yeah. More bad than good for the stuff that they keep trying to pump out, or I guess force on us or whatever. Because well, I mean, you made a point at the beginning of it. Like, the Get Down got canceled, Glow has been canceled, but yet Stranger Things keeps going, even though they've made weird excuses about it. It's strange the way they're running this stuff, the way they're putting it out, because it doesn't make sense, and it seems like they're doing a shit job of it.
Well, here are some of the more. There's only a few other shows that got canceled this year on Netflix. So outside of Glow, we had The Society. I don't know what the hell that is.
Don't know.
I'm not okay with this. That's not my type of show. Teenage Bounty Hunters. That seems stupid.
Don't know what that is.
Now, here's the one that I'm surprised got canceled. The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance.
Oh, yeah.
I was surprised that one got canceled.
Well, I mean, I know. What was it? They announced what Sabrina is getting a 4th season now. It's like, really?
Yeah, after it got canceled before.
Yeah, it's like, no. God,
dude, Altered Carbon got canceled.
Yep.
Good. Jeez.
Since it's a Cyberpunk show, did you guys hear about Cyberpunk 2077 getting delayed until December, and people are getting death threats over it?
Yeah, man.
The fuck, man?
It's gotten pushed before. You can wait another couple of months, bitch. Calm down.
No, it got pushed less than a month. I think it's 21 days. Like, easy.
Right.
Easy.
Look, I'd rather have a better end product than get something shitty and go, wow, this game blew.
Right.
Yeah, and and it's probably gonna get pushed at least 1 or 2 more times, honestly. But before that too. So
I bet you it doesn't get pushed back because, it's a cross-plat game, but this year for Xbox, you don't really have, like, if you get the new Xbox Series X, you don't have the console exclusive was Halo. That was the big one that everyone was excited over, and everybody can play Assassin's Creed and shit like that. But Cyberpunk was looking really different and unique. And I think a lot of people, like especially Microsoft, I feel like they were banging on people getting their new Xbox. And even though it's an older gen game, testing out Cyberpunk because it was going to be this, the big game of 2020 type of thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they'll cut corners to get that out, because if gamers don't have that, all the backwards compatibility talk in the world, which is exciting to me, isn't going to sell enough consoles. I think people will get turned off if there's a second or third batch of pre-orders, and they're like, yeah, this is the launch lineup, and there's like nothing besides Madden to play. I think that'll hurt it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, we'll see, because it's 2020, nothing's really gone to plan, so we'll see what happens.
It feels like a nothing burger of a year.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, it does.
It is.
So let's see. We had a super generous super chat from our friend Adam Wofford pop up earlier. I've had that on the screen. Adam, thank you very much. He says, unlike the other power weapons that keep their fields on, the Thunderhammer field only becomes active just before impacting. Based on how much power you pour into it on impacting, it unleashes 10 times the mass of the weapon. Sounds like thunder.
Well, damn.
So what a lot of this seems like is taking, like you took Thor's hammer. Well, let's, spruce it up a bit. So in Marvel, you get that okay looking axe thing, but I mean, Mjolnir was cooler. This sounds cooler than Mjolnir. So
well, this kind of sounds like Black Panther's suit. Like it builds up. I think, what is it, kinetic energy, potential energy, whatever it is, and then he can unleash it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I tried watching that movie about 2 weeks ago, just for the hell of it, because I was doing some apartment cleaning stuff, and I was like, you know what, Black Panther, fuck it, and because you may or may not have sent us every Marvel movie ever. Anyway, long story short, it looks cool, but that movie doesn't have like anything that keeps me coming back to it, if that makes sense. It looks generic enough that I don't ever crave it. You know, like when you watch Batman '89, Gotham is its own character.
Oh yes, yeah.
Cool. Black Panther looks great, but there's no hell. As much as I like the first 2 Spider-Man movies, even they don't have that sort of on their outdoor stuff. You know, when you get to the train scene or stuff like that, you get your great moments, but like they still look just like an average, everyday, real world movie. I think, you know, when you build this world and it looks so different, I think you keep the shelf life of your movie is a little longer, because you're not watching The Dark Knight in Chicago in 2008. You know, that's what this is a snapshot of. Late 2007, 2008, Chicago. Batman, Tim Burton's Gotham City is timeless. And I think a lot of the Marvel movies, even Iron Man, which we had the luxury of driving by the house not too long ago, even Iron Man, which I love that movie, they're just little bitty things that are like, this is clearly 2008 America, and there's no fantasy element that keeps it timeless. So I'm curious to see how that affects these Marvel movies going forward, or any, you know, modern superhero movies. Even the Zack Snyder stuff isn't free of that, even though he's your favorite, Dion.
Yeah, long live Snyder, right?
When is the Snyder Cut coming out, actually?
Who the fuck knows?
I got a video I'm working on about the Snyder Cut, because what is it? It's becoming something different. And that's the conversation I want to have. I don't really feel the urge to tell people it's a terrible idea or a great idea. I just think it's interesting because it's a new idea. And people say, well, what about the Donner Cut, Jeff? That's the first one that's like this. The Donner Cut was a different beast. The Snyder Cut, it's got new life. It's got new reshoots, all this extra money. It was originally meant to be, we're just going to spruce up HBO Max. And now it's become its own juggernaut. And a lot of things are going to live and die by this film's success. You're going to see copycats. You know, like, I want to see the Schumacher cut of Batman Forever. I don't care what people say. Like, I want to see what could have been. If the Snyder cut comes out and either isn't profitable or sucks, you'll never get another alternate cut like this, because this will be, you know, it'll taint the water forever.
True.
Yes, Eric Bay Anderson, the background is very vroom beep honk. So, you know, Kendo, I've noticed is when I'm having traffic issues, you don't have dropping issues. So,
yeah,
it's a payoff.
Sure, it's an even trade. No vroom vroom outside your window means I'm here the whole time.
There you go. There's another vroom.
Yeah.
Adam Walford,
that driver is 100% on board.
But Adam, I wanted to thank you again very much. That was a super generous super chat. I know there's more Warhammer stuff. We're going to be talking about Warhammer more than just tonight. So, but thank you very much, Adam. Again, I really, really appreciate everything. And I even read, I think it was on Facebook, I read your comment about the theme, our theme song, and this and that. And I was like, that is a cool comment. So, Adam, thank you for that as well. Now, Dean Domino 25 says Jeff looks like Takeo from Ore Monogatari in this fan art. It's a romance anime, and I thought it was good. I like that I look like the character, and I went through. I don't know if it was you that posted it, Dean, on our Facebook group, but I went through and I read whatever was that link was for that webcomic or whatever the hell I read. I liked it. It was fun. I do like odd anime and manga, and for me, it's not like the gory stuff is always going to be what I consider odd. Like, I watched one that was literally about producing a fan comic book. It's called Comic Party, and it was exactly what it sounds like: people in a room talking about making a comic, but it was good. So romance stories aren't too far off from shit I could be interested in. Just depends, topic dependent. Ninja Lawyer Steve, thank you very much. Even though the message was retracted, Dr. Coffinail says the ability to get just one pill from a container. Okay, we did read that one. Thank you very much, Dr. Coffinail. Ninja Lawyer Steve, we read his Power to Fart ABCs. The penny one from Dean, thank you very much. Cesare Japan. Here we go. Barney the Nucleosaurus Nucleosaurus Reeks says, going to talk about what's going on with No Time to Die. It's crowdfunding and the possibilities of it moving to Apple or Netflix. We can talk about this, sure. Thank you very much, Barney. So we covered this not last week. We covered this past Sunday on our Sunday Hangover, which was an hour as opposed to 30 minutes. So there you go, folks. But last week it was in the news that Apple and Netflix were rumored to have been approached to buy the rights to the next James Bond film, No Time to Die, for a whopping $600 million. So the thought I had after hearing that this deal wasn't going to go through, because from what I had read, it wasn't enough money. So these movies, now I know there's greed. You want to have the possibility to make, whatever. But at the same time, you have a guaranteed, if that's your price tag and people are going to pay, that's like a guaranteed thing. It's like, oh, well, our movie is guaranteed to make $600 million. How many movies can bank on that? It's like, well, it's guaranteed to make us $600 million. So now, it's too late for that because you plan to release this movie theatrically. But if that's going to be your plan moving forward, and you can command $600 million per Bond film, maybe you budget economically to where that's more profitable and you just keep taking that route. I don't know. I want to see Bond on the big screen at the end of the day. I just thought it was interesting, the story that $600 million was the price tag to make it profitable.
Which is a ridiculous number. I mean, more than $500 million for a movie? Are you kidding me? That doesn't make sense. Once again, I think that's a number that they came up with because they're the board members or their investors were getting antsy about getting the money back, and they're like, okay, we're going to try to sell it, and that's the number they come up with, so they wouldn't have to sell it. They can just tell the other people that, like, oh, we tried selling it and we didn't get the money for it, so we can't get it on streaming. We have to wait till the theaters open up and then put it out that way. So yeah, it just seems like it seems like they were playing a game or something.
And at this point, if it's the studio playing that game, I can't say that we're surprised. That especially when it comes to No Time to Die, still a dumb fucking name. But yeah, I understand that was for distribution rights for it. But again, $600 million right out of the gate, especially when you're already pushing the movie back. I'm surprised they didn't take that. I mean, it'd be interesting to know what they thought No Time to Die was worth. Obviously, I doubt that they're going to try and get Apple to pay $1 billion, but yeah, I'd like to know between 600 mil and $1 billion where they were falling on that they thought it was worth. Because 600 million to get it out the theaters, to get it out there is that's a huge no to give, man. And they must be banking on being able to get it, because for it to get moved out of November, you're banking on it making more than 600 million. It's a tough sell. That is a tough fucking sell, and
it is a hard.
I don't know, man. I don't think that was a very intelligent. That wasn't a very intelligent no.
It's weird that this is the conversation we have in 2020. I mean, there's many conversations we have that we never thought we'd have. I was like, did you bring your mask to the grocery store and all this other dumb shit like that? But
yeah.
The fact that we're talking about like movie theaters being essentially dead. Like, I want to be optimistic, but I'm also realistic to certain things. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm not trying to rhyme anymore. I'm done, I swear. But I want movie theaters to come back. They're not coming back this year. I don't think Wonder Woman's going to get a theatrical release this year. That shit's going to get dumped to HBO Max.
Yeah.
It's going to be a weird Christmas in terms of that kind of stuff.
Definitely. I mean, and here's the thing: if this Bond was anticipated, and everybody was excited to see it, then yeah, I could see them getting $600 million, and everybody following that company and being like, "When the fuck are you going to release it? Well, we want it out now," kind of thing. But the fact that they had this controversy with the movie, and they're trying to kill Bond and trying to do all this dumb woke bullshit with him, and and try to make this, the title sucks, and then the song they had was done by somebody nobody likes, apparently. What was the point? What do they think that was going to happen? They're going to put this quadruple price tag on it and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this for it, no problem. It's like, no. Already nobody wants your movie. If it goes to VOD, still nobody's gonna watch it, and you're not gonna make your money back because of the decisions you made to make this movie the most 2020 James Bond ever. And by doing that, you've sealed your fate and put the nail in the coffin for it, and nobody's gonna want to watch it now. If this was like another GoldenEye, then yeah, everybody would be clamoring for it and trying to download it and get work print copies and all kinds of shit and wanting to see it now. But that's not the case.
Nope. No.
We'll never get that.
No time to make good decisions.
Shit. Isn't that right?
No, but thank you very much to I said that. Sorry, the screen rolled down. Barney, the nuclear source reeks. That was the topic I did want to cover. It was nice. Usually when we have our little mini hiatuses on the channel, a big news story drops, and I'm like dying to get back to work and talk about it. But this was the first time where nothing big really broke, and it was just a nice time to be away. So this is that one topic I was thinking about. So let's see. We also have our friend TLJ Screwjob. We read his. Thank you very much, Dixon Cider. We read that one. Ninja Lawyer Steve says, "Don't breathe in the butt." I mean, if that's your thing to huff butt gas, it's better than internet gas.
Get your nut, man. Get your nut. How you get it?
I think the Richard Gere title would be "Pet in the Butt."
No. Pet Cemetery in the butt.
Oh my god!
Oh, you got to add it to the end. Okay, so we were just replacing it.
Oh no! I meant because those animals die there.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you did. Well played, sir.
Thanks.
Well played.
After a thorough explanation, I'm glad you understand.
Because I mean, you could have in the butt the 13th. Oof.
Now, is that like power? Because that's really.
I don't know. It sounds like something you'd find on Pornhub.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Is that on Pornhub?
Yeah.
So let's see. Barney, again, thank you very much. He says, no matter what is about Kanye West on the podcast here tonight, never forget he is a simp. Okay, we did read that one. Thank you very much, Barney. Yep. And he says, he wanted to clarify, he says, what is said about Kanye? So I don't know if I read it, like my brain pieced it together, but Barney, thank you very much. What he meant to say is no matter what is said about Kanye West on the podcast here tonight, never forget he is a simp. He is an interesting character. And if you pay attention to the way I talk on this channel, interesting does not necessarily mean good. So,
yeah,
we don't salute you, sir. Actually, we do. You know why? Because Kanye West has the balls. Han, I love you so much, Kat. Kanye West has the balls to say
George
this.
Bush doesn't care about black people.
There we go.
And he's funding the newest horror movie, In the Butt by the Lake.
Oh
In the butt by the Dude.
Wait, hold on. That's not the one I'm trying to make.
That sounds like a Chuck Tingle movie. We should butt by the lake, stabbed by my own butt. Oh my god. So, what else did we have? Let's see. We had our friend
In the Butt of Frankenstein.
I love this one. Kanye is a self-opening pinata. The more he's around, the more he spills onto the floor.
Oh.
Now, what do you do with pinatas, kids? Well, there you go.
Beat them?
Yeah, I'm not advocating you beat up Kanye West.
Nah, that's just mean.
Nah. I would actually want to have an interview with Kanye West because I feel like he'd be so bizarre, he'd be interesting.
Well, Joe Rogan did an interview with him.
Yeah, and it was bizarre and interesting.
But I would want to, our whole conversation would just be around the George Bush doesn't care about black people line. That'd be the whole interview.
With a few questions about Kim.
Yeah, I'd be like, so I share a birthday with your wife. What's she like?
Yeah.
You would immediately
watch her video? Did you watch her video? Did you? Were you also weirded out by how many times Ray J made eye contact with the camera? Because I was.
Dude, Kanye's on record talking about watching that movie. That's how he like fell for her or something, or saw her.
Oh yeah, that's how I remember that.
So, Kanye, how'd you meet your wife? Well, I was watching this porno and really into
I just had to have her.
I had to have her.
I knew she could take it. So you know.
Yeah, so I called her down. But Ray J kept making eye contact with the camera. That put me off. Yeah, you too, huh?
Damn, I can't nut now, Ray J. God damn it.
It's like, dude, we stop looking at the camera and fucking go and invent some earbuds.
Yeah. Do you know who supports those, Kendo?
Like half the podcasts I listen to.
I was gonna say our lawyer.
Really?
Oh,
For before any of their podcasts.
nice.
Promoter. Been a Raycon fan for a long time.
Well, maybe we should partner with Raycon.
Barney says, "Please X out of the video on the right corner. It's distracting us."
Oh, that was during the Star Wars talk.
I hope I got it out of there quickly. Sorry, I do hate when ads just kind of loop.
Yes, autoplay ads are the devil, Bobby Boucher.
Chuck E. Cheese actually is a prognosticator, can tell what Kanye West's interview would be like with me, and it says, "Well, Jeff, my wife has a fake ass that sags like a wet diaper."
Damn.
Oh, oof.
Wait, you know what? You know what? She should after that sex tape, she should give 10% of her income to fucking Ray J, because it's the only way she got famous. Only way she got famous.
Didn't he make a song about it too?
I think he did. I think he did. But I'm just saying, like, she should at least give him like 10% off the top of what she made that year to him. Just saying.
You know what? I'm not going to fight you on that one, dude. It's
Yeah. I've seen the number of millions of views that those videos have gotten. I'm not going to say how or why I've seen. And then Ryan, you already know because I've already let the cat out of the bag on that one. Complain about Ray J making eye contact with the goddamn camera. Stop it, Ray J. You don't have to look into the camera. Stop it.
Yeah. Kendo's got the Blu-ray and the digital version and the phone version.
It's like, dude, we ain't watching this movie for you, Ray J. Stop it.
You have a seat, brother.
I think he's got the work print.
Oh yeah, I've got signed cells and everything. It's great,
So there was I think the guy that produced that porno, the guy that owns Vivid or something, there was a fire in his office, and he's like, "Yeah, I was worried because of my wall safe. It has this, and the other half of that tape." So I remember like 10 years ago reading that there's another half of the tape, and I'm like, when she is desperate for more fame, that tape will come out.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah.
Now, speaking of coming out, Dion, I got some bad news for you.
Hold up.
Yeah, let's phrase that slightly different.
Phrasing.
No. Speaking of coming out, Dion, I got some bad news for you.
Damn it.
That doesn't make
You
it
would say
any
the first time?
easier.
Speaking of, never mind. Dion, did you see that they shared photos of them filming Avatar 2?
I did.
On-set
I
photos.
did. Underwater and shit.
So are you officially going to give up the bet?
Nope. This emboldens me because now it just means that twice the pride, double the fall. Goddamn it! So now they're so sure. Hey, we're filming. It's gonna come out. When something crazy happens, I'm gonna be like, listen, I tried to tell y'all. I tried to tell you they was honey dicking. James Cameron was honey dicking to get back at his ex-wife and the shit. I ain't fall for it.
Well, Dion, you're look at that that meteorite the size of a bus is going to hit the country. We're all going to blow up and die. And somewhere in space, your ass is going to float over to me and say, "Told you, they will never make it."
Shut up, Dion. I tried to tell you.
I also love that the damn thing is happening election night. It's like, wow, this is going to be interesting.
Well,
you know what we'll do? Instead of election,
We'll race down the street.
We'll race down the street in our big wheels. No, you know what we should do, Nick? Instead of doing an election ticker at the bottom, we should do an asteroid ticker.
I'll see if I can find a way, like if NASA has a thing where you can like watch it live or whatever, like, or at least know where the position is. Because I'll try to find something like that and see what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, yeah, and also like just listening to like reading a lot of space news this year, it seems like that's happened more than like twice this year. I want to say 3 or 4 times that there's been an astral object trying to just skim by us or hit us or knock us out or kill us or whatever. So I don't know, man. Like it seems like the universe really knows like we fucked up this year. They're trying to like knock us out of existence. So
look, I'm not going to advocate for anyone's religious views or any of those things, but if there's some greater force in the universe, it's telling us to stop fucking up right now.
Right.
Right is a message. It's a threat. It's a warning.
Like a warning shot.
Yeah, we've gotten
shot across the bow.
Yeah, we've got like 4 warning shots, and like somebody keeps saying stop it, and we haven't yet. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Message not received, sir.
Yeah.
Keep firing at us.
Keep firing, assholes. So after tonight's stream, guys, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, you can catch me over on the Mindless Entertainment stream. What are we doing tonight, Jesse?
Drinking.
That is the saddest drinking answer.
Regular. It's like, what are we doing today? Breathing. You know, what are we doing on Thirsty Thursday? Drinking.
That's true.
That's what you do.
Like
She's like, my drunk poops are just taking a toll on me emotionally. Goddammit.
That'll happen.
Those damn beer shits.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, folks, if we'll have a Sunday hangover on Sunday because of what we're going to do to ourselves on Halloween.
I mean, may the Lord
Now, Dion, the reason I timed everything the way it was because I figured you'd be taking the kids out trick-or-treating and doing all that fun, responsible stuff. So when they go to bed or when the night cools down a bit, that's when I figured you'd join us.
Listen, yep. So yeah, probably I'm still planning on being there regular time. I might be a little bit late, but I'm already gonna be drunk from the Michigan State game.
Oh shit!
Go Blue!
Fuck you. If the weather's bad, I'm gonna be drinking before we go out. Fuck you. Before we go out, trick or treating, and Devin's punk ass dad canceled on him again. So we got Devin.
Are you
too.
fucking serious?
Oh my god! He did it again, dude.
I'll save that for off air because that's personal business. But that shit pisses me off every fucking time.
Yep.
Every time it's happened a couple times recently, dude.
Yep. And he raised the whole stink with Diane, throwing a fucking temper tantrum, and how bad he wanted him for Halloween, and he fucking canceled on him again. So, which we're gonna make the best of it. But he's such a piece of shit. But sure enough, man, we're gonna be, I'm gonna be these two little knuckleheads are gonna be going fucking crazy on Halloween. So I'm gonna be coming in hot, boys.
Good.
Oh, I'm excited.
Hey man. I'm. You know what? They're lucky to have you there for Halloween because I can't imagine you being a dad for Halloween is gonna be the funnest thing ever, man. In all honesty,
I try.
There's gonna be some fun shit. Honestly,
I try to build some memories. You're like, man, fucking crazy when Dad or Uncle Dion did this, that, and the other. But like, you're goddamn right.
Yeah, Dad. Yeah.
Andre the Giant.
I saw those pictures.
Favorite. That might be my favorite.
Oh my god,
dude! Yeah, that might be my favorite Halloween costume. We'll have to do a ranking Saturday night, but yeah, man,
dude. Folks in the chat, I will show Dion's Flash Gordon costume on Saturday night.
Oh,
yep. I might have to bug my mom for my Halloween costume pictures. Those are gonna be embarrassing.
If my mom goes back to the house, I'll ask her to send me a picture of me dressed as the White Power Ranger.
Oh god,
yes. Oh yeah,
full suit, dude. I had everything. Glove in the photo. I didn't have my gloves yet, but I did eventually get gloves and had Saba and all that fun stuff. Mom spared no expense when it came to Power Ranger shit.
Yeah, I'll see about digging through the picture box. There's a picture of me as Raphael.
Ooh,
when I was like 8. So if I can find it, I'll have that for Saturday.
Dude, we will have what's going to happen is we're going to get annihilated. We're going to talk about Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles for fucking 6 hours.
I mean, you're not saying anything that's not going to, dissuade me here. Like, I'll talk about Turtles for hours.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you should do a show on Patreon where you just talk about Turtles any way you want. Like, just turn the camera on and talk about Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
If you're passionate and want to talk about Ninja Turtles, fuck it, do it. People love TMNT.
Folks, if you would like to watch the reboot Ninja Turtles movie with me and hear me talk about every fucking problem I have with that movie, but yet at the same time still love it because at the end of the day, I'm a whore for TMNT. But we'll talk about how fucking terribly bad that movie is and how it pissed me off to no end. I'll do that.
I'll watch it with you if you want to do a commentary for it.
That's fine, because I haven't even watched. I own Out of the Shadows or whatever the hell it is on Blu-ray, but I've never watched it. I felt obligated to buy it because I thought I do want to watch this movie, but at the same time, I know what I'm getting based on the first one they put out of the reboot, and I'm not happy, and I just have never watched it.
I
so
think
maybe you got honey dicked. You got honey dicked, man.
I did. I was excited. They're like, "Oh, we're making a new Ninja Turtles movie," and they showed the pictures. I was like, "Okay, I could do with this." They're CGI, of course. They're not dudes in costumes, but we live in a new time where you can make this happen. I'm excited. And then as soon as they put out fucking Megan Fox with her damn fucking toe thumbs, and she's all like running around, she's like, I'm April O'Neil, and the turtles were my pets when I was a kid. I'm like, I'm fucking done here.
Oh my, really? That was holy shit.
And she named them after painters.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. I was done.
Oh,
I checked out at that point. I checked out in the theater and just like, I just want to see cool action and people screaming "dude" and "cowabunga" because right now I am not invested in this movie.
Holy shit, dude, that's fucking horrible.
No, well, dude, the worst is so my mom she messaged me before I even saw it. And she's like, "Do you think your nephew, or do you think he's too young for Ninja Turtles?" It's like, fuck, I was watching him when I was like 5 or 6. No, he's fine. And then later that day, she messages me and she goes, the Ninja Turtle movie was a lot of fun. I can't believe that I didn't know that, April had them as pets when she was a kid. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? That was my exact response to my mother. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So then the phone rings.
What the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, then the phone rings and she's like, yeah, it's like they were her pet turtles and this and that and the other thing. I was like, yeah, that ain't what happened. That ain't what happened. I'm going tomorrow to see if this maybe you just missed something, Mom. And then like a couple days later, Doofus got sent home from daycare because some girl came sliding down the slide and he kicked her and said, "I'm Raphael." So I'm like, God damn it, that's 2 strikes against me because I said it was okay for him to see that movie, and then he just goes and fucking sidekicks some chick.
Our friend Swinging Cod sends us a cautionary message. This is out of order, but I wanted to read this. Be prepared, boys. He says, good news for Halloween. I get paid tomorrow, and I've worked about 30 hours overtime last period. You're going to be dead.
Nice. I worked a lot, too.
I never tell you guys how to live your life, but I strongly suggest you lay off any liquor until Saturday night.
Yeah. I'll slow it down until Saturday.
Going in deep.
That's my plan, dude. I'm going to get pumpkin beers and liquor and fun shit. You'll be drinking that shit, so you'll be saying yeehaw.
No, that was true. Okay, I feel I need to clarify. That was honest excitement. I'm just too tired right now to properly convey it.
Fair enough. It's been a long week.
It has been.
For as nice and relaxing as it was when my mom was here, we've just been back to like, we gotta get this done and this done and this done, and then oh shit.
That's the problem with vacations ending.
I agree, but you know what was the nicest part about pre-vacation? Sending off all the first tier of the books and having that fucking
so much space in here.
Yeah, there's no more Box Mountain of the comic. I got left for the.
Is there Box Hill though? Is there Box Hill?
Right. Box Molehill.
Box Depression.
But Swinging Cod, bring it, sir. On Saturday night, we will be here. And
at least buy yourself a steak dinner before you waste it on getting us all fucked.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, we don't want to drain your bank account, but we will. It's fine.
Yeah,
we're not gonna say no, but also,
we're not telling you not to send us your money, but if you want to send us your money, go ahead and send us your money.
Yeah.
Hey, Kendo. By the way, our friend in the chat, Miss Ninja Julian, has a compliment for your nephew. He says your nephew is a badass.
He's really not. There was a time when he was, pre-grade school where he would do things like that. And then one time he got in trouble because he was punching the kids as they would cut, because it was like those slides. It was like the twirly slide thing, and it was like the tube. So like you'd go down and you're like, and you come out at the bottom and it'd open up. And he was sitting there.
Don't say it.
He was sitting there clotheslining kids as they would come down to the bottom.
Yes.
And when asked why he did it, his response was because it was funny. And I started to laugh. So I was now enabling the kid because I agree. The thought of a 4-year-old clotheslining kids at the bottom of a slide to me is funny. And I'm like, that's mean. You shouldn't do that. But goddamn it, that is funny. I wish I would have seen that. Another time he got thrown out of daycare because so there's this kid that was his friend. But for some reason, he got mad at his friend, kicked the kid in the balls, took his shoes off, and threw him over the fence. And I knew he was in a lot of trouble because my sister didn't get the phone call. The phone call came to me. And it was, you need to come pick him up. I'm like, what did he do? And so then as I'm driving him home, I'm like, so what happened? And he's telling me, and I'm trying to resist any laughter because the thought of him fucking Jimmy kicking another kid and taking his shoes off and throwing him over the fence is funny as hell because he's like 5. But I'm like, okay, I have to be the adult here and I have to tell them it's not okay to do that. All the while thinking of that mental image and thinking about how damn funny that would be. But no, he's
sure your nephew's not a member of the Acolytes. What the fuck?
I don't know. Like I said, before he got into like school, like grade school, yeah, he kind of was a bit of a badass and a shit disturber. Now he's just gotten soft, and all he talks about is his Fortnite skins.
Oh, he's one of those kids.
And I try to explain to him, I'm like, look, those things are just there to take your money. It's bullshit that they put in the game specifically to get you to spend money on the game. Don't fall for that shit. Yeah, I know being able to run around like Captain America would be cool, but then don't waste your allowance money on that.
Real quick, a couple people in the chat I wanted to give a shout out to. Thank you, Ronan Blade, for backing the project. I'm glad you got your new book in the mail, and I'm glad that you're happy with it. And our friend Paul Otis. I've been seeing a lot of your comments, man. They've been making me laugh. So thank you for being involved on all the different areas that World Class Bullshitters is a part of. And I guess coming up, we'll be on a new-ish platform down the road. So be on the lookout for that, too.
True story. True story.
So, guys, before we, go into super chats and other stuff like that, there was another topic I wanted to cover tonight. The Chris Pratt stuff. Have you guys been following any of that?
Here and there.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, the thing is, it's one of those situations where I'm seeing articles pop up about about people, celebrities using their influence in voting and all this stuff. That seems to be the big, pop culture topic right now, especially with this last week before 0 hour. And I don't care about Chris Pratt's personal politics or this or that. He seems like a pretty cool dude. But from what I've been hearing about this story is like people are just looking for dirt to try to cancel this dude. And there's really not a lot of dirt there. It's right. It's looking for shit. It's a boogeyman argument, straw man argument.
Yeah. Also, Jeff, celebrities using their influence to sway an election. You don't say.
Things only the Jedi or the Sith know. Right?
Yeah, things only the Sith know. I mean, look at. Well, speaking of Sith, look at Mark Hamill's Twitter account. Holy shit! I do love that man, but
he goes hard in the paint. He goes way too hard in the fucking.
Yeah, he needs a joint and some fucking. Not Adderall. He needs a joint and like some fucking liquor or something like that. He needs to calm the fuck down and just like ease back, man. It's like you've had a good life. Just let it the fuck go. You don't need to worry about this shit. Calm down.
I love his commercials though.
They're hilarious. Yeah. I love it. I am my daddy. Wait, what? Like that's the dude is hilarious. He's Mark Hamill, but and even for someone that agrees with him politically in some ways, other ways I'm like, dude, like fucking cool it. Like it's okay to be, just be Mark Hamill. Not everything has to be about fucking. And I get it, dude. It's Twitter, but you ain't gotta fucking yell into the void. And then the shit with fucking Chris Pratt, like again, he seems like a really cool dude, hilarious on Parks and Rec. The story of him getting out there, and again, even as a dude who's not religious, I still don't like. Judging people because of that, unless they're out there saying crazy fucking shit, people have reasons for being religious, and that's, to each his own, whatever. Specifically with Chris Pratt, when he and Anna Faris were together, I guess they had a miscarriage or something, so, that was a reason that he was, very religious, and, hey, that's, people do things to deal with stuff, and, his faith was a part of his life, so good on him. It definitely got weird because apparently the church that he's a part of believes in like conversion therapy and shit like that. So that's a yikeser for sure. But apparently he's a really good dude. It's the whole weird conversation that people need to have for some reason. But, oh well, he follows this pastor and this pastor has said this. It's like. If Chris Pratt's not saying it, is it really that big of a fucking deal? And not to mention that, everyone that he works with fucking loves him. So is it possible to say that a dude that he that's in his church says crazy shit, yeah, that's possible. But is it also possible that, hey, maybe Chris doesn't fucking believe in that shit? That's another dude saying crazy shit that ain't got shit to do with Chris Pratt. That is possible too. And it's just a weird thing that now Twitter and the internet loves to fucking try and shit on a dude. He's the worst Chris. It's like, fuck, I love Starkiller. Fuck it. Until he says some really crazy shit, this ain't.
You mean Star-Lord?
Star-Lord, what did I say? Starkiller?
I was like, we both love Galen Merrick, but
Right, yeah. But yeah, I fucking love Star-Lord. So until he actually says some crazy shit, I'm not calling for the dude's fucking job yet.
Yeah, well, it depends on what kind of crazy shit he says if he needs to get fired or not. But even then, like, yeah, it seems like the Twitter mafia went deep into his past on Twitter and tried to find some stuff. And it's like, even if he goes to that church and the church thinks that way, doesn't mean that he does.
Right.
It's kind of like the way people are voting this election. Like, just because you vote a certain way doesn't mean you are 100% that thing.
Right.
It's not that way, and it shouldn't be taken that way. And I'm with you, dude. Unless he says some like absolutely horrible, crazy shit, I'm fine with the dude. He's cool, whatever. It's okay. Can we not think of people as a gray area as opposed to black and white, which is kind of weird to say, but you know what I'm saying. Right, well, and like, and it's weird because the far left is becoming more militant and more aggressive, and it's just they're kind of looking like the thing that they were trying to fight against in the beginning, and it's really, really funny to see that. And more people just don't care for them and don't want to hear them and don't want to deal with their bullshit, and it's just getting retarded now, especially with the election being days away. It's like, why are you picking on this guy? Why him?
Right. Dude, it's the world we live in nowadays, where if you don't believe and think the exact same things I do, you are the worst person alive, and I hate you, and I'm going to do everything I can to ruin your existence. Also, the Blue Wind, he's not my son, he's my nephew. This is in Arkansas.
No, but everyone, you have told us way more stories off air, and I love them. Like, they're fucking hilarious.
About my nephew, or
hey, your nephew?
Okay, I thought you were talking about Arkansas. I was like, I've driven through it a couple times, but I know what they do.
Yeah, same here. I've driven through Arkansas. That's it, Arkansas.
Yeah. Arkansas. Little Rock's a place.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. That kid, he does some weird shit. He used to do weirder shit, not as much anymore. But yeah, back to what we were talking about. Yeah, it's kind of a I wouldn't say a microcosm because it's a bigger scale considering who we're talking about. But that's really what it boils down to, is that there, like Nick said, the gray area. There is no gray area anymore. Like, you could have like the nicest person in the world out there, and if somebody finds out he voted for the person that you don't like, you're now going to put him on the same level as like the worst monsters in history. It's like, you could do all the nicest things in the world, treat everybody great, but if something about you is disliked by the Twitter mafia, they will come after you and try to ruin you in every way they can.
Yeah, it's the shitty part of the world we live in. I mean, it's great that you have a supercomputer in your pocket and you can make a movie on it. You can do all these crazy things. You can, you can cure disease and do all these wonderful things, but the world's still broken in so many other ways. Like, we made new problems for ourselves. So we can't reach positivity. It's like, oh, let's go with something else to screw it up.
Well, yeah, and I think what's his name? Young Ripa, Eric July talks about it a lot. Like the wanting to have like a monster to slay, wanting to have this thing to do. It's like, can you not just be fucking happy? Just hang out, do your shit and go on. Like, can you not just be fucking happy? Do you have to have a thing to fight, a thing to stand up for, a thing to do? Like,
always looking for a new dragon to slay.
Yeah, thank you. Always looking for a new dragon to slay. Like, just calm the fuck down, man. Just calm the fuck down.
By the way, Darian217, we do have a live show on Tuesday. It's not a political stream. It's pretty much it's like a high council, but it's a special. So, instead of everyone sitting there going, well, Florida's in with this many electoral college votes, look, you can get that shit anywhere else. And you probably, if you're going to get it from, I don't know, I don't want to say a big news source because you can't really
trust them.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't trust. Look, I don't care what side of the political aisle you're on. The fucking news is bullshit. Like, they'll lie about stuff. They'll put put out the same article twice and they'll switch the title. Like there's so many examples of that. It's like the New York Times, this, and then it's the same fucking story with just a negative headline as opposed to a positive one. It's like, what are we trying to do here? You know, it's all confusing.
Yeah,
so.
it's it's a horrible thing to look at and to follow, because and I'm sure numbers are going to vary on each channel. It's going to be hilarious to see what happens.
Right. You can't even say just go to PBS or NPR, you know, your publicly funded things, because even those are all fucked up these days. Like there's literally nothing you can turn to where you're not going to get some kind of slant thrown in your face.
Yeah.
I remember the one year I watched on Xbox. Like Xbox for the 2012 election you could watch the debates on Xbox and you could watch the election night results on Xbox. So that's what I did that year.
It's so weird, but you know, whatever.
But yeah, you guys can hang out with us. We'll have Razor Fist. We'll have Cameron Posh. We'll be having great pop culture discussions, great anything discussions. And, you know, when it comes to the High Council, folks, you can ask the zany, weird shit like you guys do on here. We'll see if we can break Mecca and Tom the way we have intentioned everyone here. Now, I'm going to put a story on screen, and we're not really going to talk about it too much. I just want to scare Dion while I read Super Chats. Scientists clone the most endangered horse in the world from 40-year-old DNA. So think about that, Dion. The endangered horse can be cloned from old DNA. Yeah, but it's coming back.
I don't want to.
You're in danger.
Stay in danger. Stay in danger. That's
not
away from me. Less chances of me running into you.
It's more than 2 blocks away. You'll be okay.
You don't have to cross too many streets.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Now, let's see. Our friend Andrew Matthews, thank you very much for your super chat. He says 11 Angry Men and Kanye West.
I'd watch that.
I would.
Now, I did miss one from our friend McKinney90. He says, "Good evening and happy Halloween, you world-class ghouls. Party boob!
Party boob!"
Thank you very much, McKinney90. I've seen your new stuff on Instagram. You get 2 thumbs up if I could give more than just the 1 like. Folks, check out McKinney90's artwork on Instagram. It is excellent work. I have been following McKinney90 for well over a year, probably 2 years at this point, maybe even longer. Maybe you can click and find out when I started following him. But double thumbs up, really great work. A lot of line art, a lot of detail in the ink. So Inktober was definitely not wasted by McKinney90. Andrew Clark, thank you very much for your super chat. He says, Lil Wayne just endorsed Trump. Well, 2020, man.
Reagan and landslide.
Let's see. Rob Brantz, thank you very much. He says, does Michael Cole yell out, "It's Jedi time" for Sasha Banks with Mandalorian Season 2 and SmackDown tomorrow?
Either way, his pants are going to become glued.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I don't know what's worse, when he's like, "It's boss time," or "It's the big dog." It's like, dude, shut up. Nobody's tuning in to listen to you, Michael Cole.
Nobody's tuning in at all. Let's be honest.
Well, that's also an accurate statement. They are setting record lows each and every week.
Yeah. Even with Roman Reigns back, he's not saying
Yeah.
Oh,
Rogaine Ramirez.
Did you hear that fucking rumor that Rikishi's going to come out of retirement and wrestle Roman Reigns at Survivor Series?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
on.
So, all right.
No
way. All right. I'll give you the quick hitter on this one. So, I stopped watching wrestling more than a year ago. Like I've told people, my desire to pay attention to what's going on in current WWE ended with my rearview mirror of New Orleans leaving WrestleMania 34. And I was a trendsetter with Nick as we walked out of the main event and caused a lot of other people in subsequent pay-per-views to do the same.
Oh god.
With that said, so what's going on now is a bizarre scenario in wrestling where Roman finally turned heel, but there's no crowd reaction because there's no crowd. So it's completely lost and worthless at this point. And his main rival has been one of the Uso brothers. I'm not sure which Us it is. It's whatever Us isn't hurt. And
they
so
look the same to me.
They do. And the big fighting that they've been doing is because the Us wants to be the star, but Roman gets all the stars and the accolades, but the Us isn't a fan of it. So him and the Us fought, and the main crux of it was he beat down the one Us. The other Us came in through in the towel, and they had to call him the tribal chief because Roman, at the end of the day, wanted to be known as the tribal chief, the ruler of the family, which I'm not exactly sure how that works. I'm
It's
not
the most
Samoan.
thing ever. Like you look like you're natives. He wants to be the chief. That's a thing that you guys have, right?
It's the most Vince McMahon thing. Yes, it's subtle racism within the confines of 2020 to not be overtly racist in WWE. So we got to do it as subtle as possible and turn the Samoans all into one group and call him the tribal chief, just like how he's decided to resurrect stables, but there's only one stable and it's a bunch of angry black dudes.
Dude, you know what's going to happen is this is all a build up to WrestleMania with Roman Reigns versus The Rock.
Dude, stop saying that.
No,
Stop saying
that's what that's the rumor mill. So Rikishi's supposed to come back because he's the dad of the Usos. And so Daddy Oos is supposed to come back, and I guess Romance is supposed to pound him into oblivion. And then the prevailing rumor is that The Rock will come out of retirement to fight Romance rings at WrestleMania, put him over, and then we've got the greatest tribal chief of all of Samoa. African or not American and British Samoa.
The audience
African Samoa.
The audience will want that match to take place because
but they won't want that result.
They won't want the result because I will bitch forever. If this show existed in 2013, I would have bitched about John Cena beating The Rock at WrestleMania 29 from I don't know, April till August minimum. That pissed me off every single fucking day.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're gonna get The Rock back for that, man, they're gonna need some serious money.
Dude, I don't think it happens. I really don't see it happening. If you are The Rock and you're sitting around in your Rock estate being Rock the Dwayne Johnson, at what point do you think I'm going to come out of retirement for one more match, specifically to lose to Romance Ramirez? And if you don't understand why I'm mispronouncing his name, you should go join a group called WWE Monday Night Raw on Facebook and watch me flame people whenever I have the time from other continents and find out why I'm hated in South Asia.
I love it. You are South Asia.
I've laid off for a while. I have not had the time to do it. But I am hated in many a nation throughout Africa and South Asia because of my participation in that group.
They have your face on a wall with darts going through it. That's what.
Yeah, that red-haired asshole from America's back again. Let's get him.
The funny part is one of them listens to the show and you're their favorite. They just don't piece it together.
They haven't figured it out. They haven't realized that my name is just kayfabe in the HJ because for whatever reason you just never changed it. And we left it like that.
Kenna just goes over there. He just works him into a shoot, brother.
Dude, I've worked so many of those people into a shoot. I can't even begin to tell you all the fucking death threats and horrible messages I've received in my DMs.
Dude, so funny.
I'll get it'll be like, you have a message request from I can't pronounce his name. There's more vowels than consonants. And I'll be like, what's he got to say today? It'll be like, I hope your family die in fire. You are a scourge and a mistake on life. I'm like, cool. I live in a first world country. Sorry.
I have plumbing.
Yeah.
Marty, the Nucleosaurus Reeks, thank you very much. He retracted his message. Still appreciate that. Infinite Wonder, thank you very much. He says 40K fact. We don't know if Astartes can die of old age. Not a single one has managed it in over 10,000 years. Well, there you go, Dion. You just watched that one, correct? You said earlier in the show?
Yes.
I caught that last year because it's a shorter one, right?
Yeah. It's like 4 short videos.
Yeah. When I was doing Good Morning Pop Culture, somebody was like, you got to check it out. And I'm like, okay. And I watched. I was like, this is cool. And I think that is kind of all she wrote from that. By the way, folks, if you like older segments of our show, we'll be doing some P.O. Box stuff coming up. I know a listener's reached out and said, hey, I'm sending you something. So as soon as it shows up, I will do an unboxing for it and share it here on the channel. Barney the Nucleosaurus Reeks says Kanye West is Velocipaster.
Sure.
I mean, they're crowdfunding part 2 right now, so
yeah.
I don't consume any Kanye West media whatsoever, but it seems like a fair comparison.
Don't worry, Infinite Wonder. I will not forget your super chats. Yours is coming up after Dixon Sider, who says, idea for a challenge. Replace characters in movies with Ric Flair saying, my black ass. Woo!
Let me tell you something about my black ass. Woo!
Oh
Dion,
god.
you should cover,
Yes.
or well, one of us can do it. We should cover the Fresh Prince of Bel Air theme, but the opening is, and this is a story all about how my black ass got turned upside down. Just
Yeah,
like
100%. Yeah, that's going on the album too.
dude, what we should do is we should do a hard cover of it where it's just like the most. Remember how MC Hammer became like this shitty gangster rapper after Too Legit to Quit didn't really set the world on fire?
Right? Yeah.
We'll become like, we'll do MC Hammer style rap like that. How's that sound? Or Vanilla Ice when he was a heavy metal star. Infinite Wonder. Oh, by the way, thank you very much, Dixon Cider. I'm trying to think of Ric Flair just being in other things.
Well, wasn't what the hell's his name? Matthew McConaughey almost the Hulk. There was an article about that came out. That came out a while ago. It's not a while ago, like a couple days ago. Apparently, he was in consideration for being the Hulk.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, imagine him in the MCU. Imagine that man in the MCU.
Dude, he would have. Could you imagine? It would have been Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man in May. In June, you would have had Matthew McConaughey as Hulk, and in July, you would have had Matthew McConaughey and Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. What a great summer!
Holy shit, man!
Would have been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm not against the idea, and I love Matthew McConaughey, especially with this like relaxed fucking attitude he has these days. But that would have been like I don't know how it would have been. I think it would have been more funny just to have him as like the Hulk, because it's just I can't see him do a superhero movie, but it would. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Infinite Wonder, thank you very much. He sends in, I'm going to read these both back to back. Thank you very much for your generous super chats. He says, the two oldest known Astartes are Lord Commander Dante of the Blood Angels chapter and Bjorn the Fell-Handed of the Space Wolves. Dante is over 1,500 years old and Bjorn is over 10,000 years old. So that Dante is the same age as Thor, because wasn't Thor 1,500 years old?
Yep.
Don't they say that in Infinity War?
Yep.
Yeah.
But what about Randall?
Graves?
Yeah, there's a Dante. Where's the Randall?
Well, here comes Randall. He's a berserker. Dude,
Did he say make fuck?
Yeah, making fun. What a great movie. Like, I'll stand by Clerks, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and Zack and Miri. And I guess I liked Red State as well.
Clerks 2 was good.
Clerks 2 might be the best one. Sorry, I completely forgot that one.
Yeah, Kinky Kelly and was it Kinky Kelly and her sexy stud were in that movie?
I'm the sexy stud. Kelly can be a guy's name.
Where's the chick?
Kelly can be a guy's name too. Dude, I've ever seen that in theaters. I died laughing. I fucking love
God,
that
that was a good time. That was a very good time.
Also, Infinite Wonder, Space Wolves sounds like a cool ass name.
Yep.
A space wolf pack. Imagine Zach Galifianakis in space talking about how wolf pack is now
and the lunar wolves are all badasses, so it makes sense.
Bjorn the Fell-Handed. That reminds me also too of that scene from Ghostbusters when Rick Moranis is possessed and he's like talking about one of the ancient mythical guys. Like, that's the day they'll never forget. So when you say Bjorn the Fell-Handed, it sounds like you know the name I'm talking about, right, Kendo? That scene.
I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I know what you're talking about.
Infinite Wonder, thank you very much again. He also said, dreadnoughts in 40K are combat walkers / life support systems. And if Astartes is wounded but not killed, he may be interred in one and kept alive. That's how Bjorn is over 10,000 years old. So the more I keep reading about this type of stuff, I'm getting a very Star Wars vibe. Now, hold on. I'm not talking about content. I'm talking about how Star Wars, George Lucas borrowed a lot of different things. So Warhammer seems to be, in a positive way, an amalgamation of a lot of things. Because when you talked about Astartes being interred in one of the dreadnoughts, I instantly thought of the space jockey from Alien, just like the visual image. I'm sure it's completely different, but that's just the first mental image I had, was straight up space jockey in that big chair. Speaking of Warhammer, our friend Dean Domino, thank you very much. He says, forgot to ask if you had the chance to email Nick Recato for the 40K stream yet. If you have, I'll tell him to check his inbox. Dean, if you want to tell him to check his inbox on Monday, because I'm going to send one over the next couple of days. I want to get that worked out and get November lined up, because we have a couple things lined up for the High Council, and then this show has a different schedule in production. But yeah, I want to make that happen before November ends. So I'm taking a picture of that right now, and I will email Nick Rekieta. Vacation's over. There we go. I'm not going to tell him vacation's over. He doesn't care. Anyway, Legato Starwin, thank you very much. Says it's actually hard to buy anime life-size waifu dolls because they cost between $15,000 to $25,000 US. Besides tentacle hentai, VR is better. That guy agrees. That tentacle VR, right? Tentacle hentai VR is better than regular VR.
That guy's definitely tentacle hentai.
Thank you for your input and knowledge on that subject. That was kind of specific.
Yeah. Instead of spending that much money on a doll, you could just maybe meet somebody, spend that money on them, take them to a dinner.
You could spend $15,000 and get a girlfriend with the same personality. At least she'll talk back slightly.
Correct.
So. You can spend $25,000 and she'll have a slightly better. Never mind.
Yeah.
The only way I would ever
move to Nevada.
There are these things called Russian mail order brides.
There's that, or use that money on a down payment on a really good car because girls still like cars.
Or you could just there you go. There's one right there. She's asserting that she likes cars.
Point confirmed.
The man with the plan of the original 10. Thank you very much. He says, jiggity woohoo, WCBS. Now that 5 years have passed, what have you all learned about yourselves the most during this grand adventure? I love questions like this because they're self-reflective. First off, the man with the plan of the original 10. Jiggity woohoo. We haven't thought about that shit in forever.
Holy shit.
I got that shirt in the closet.
Yeah.
You're one of 5 people.
Yeah.
Briefly, since we are going to be jumping over to Jesse's stream in a minute, what have you guys learned in the past 5 years?
In general,
YouTube kind of hates us, but the people love us.
That's an accurate statement. The people do love us.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, and YouTube's a fickle mistress.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Darth Fatass in the chat. What's up, man? Shout out to you.
I would say I would say I learned that Jeff made a really great decision in putting me on the channel.
You're right. That's the best decision I made on this channel. Actually, top 5.
Top 5.
I would say no best decision.
I went from the best to being just relegated to top 5.
Ooh.
Next year it'll be like top 10.
Yeah, remember that episode where I ate a piece of pizza on air? That's my favorite moment because that pizza was good.
Yeah.
Well, there was also the desk wine episode.
That was a great
the desk
one.
wine episode was really good. Eventually, I'll be relegated to an also ram. Like, oh yeah, Kendo being on the show, that was cool. Like, thanks.
But then hopefully when he says that'll be like 20 years from now.
Yeah, I'll be like, well, we don't talk to each other at all anymore. We only come together to do the show. We're like the Beatles.
Yay. But to answer your question, what did I learn the most? I've learned that people can be amazing. People can be douchey beyond belief. There's a lot of pettiness. But at the end of the day, I think what I've learned is that positivity wins. Because whatever you create, the seeds that you sow very early on will be the community that you build. And you're fortunate that we built, with the help of everybody out there, the community we built has been about fun and having a good time and stuff like that. So I think I've learned that you can get through a lot of life's bullshit by creating something that is fun for people. And I enjoy creating content that tens of thousands of people watch each week. So that's what I've learned. People can be awesome, can be terrible, but make them laugh and they're great. Breadman Productions says, in between jobs, so getting to write more of my script. I'm a little over halfway done and still trucking. Also wrote you guys in as a cameo. Boom! I love it.
Nice.
hell yeah.
Now, that shit is actually really cool. I never once thought I would either be written in as a cameo or have people show up at a bar wanting to take pictures with me and have me sign shit. I know. That part, you feed the ego, folks. We will love it.
When I was sending out the books and signing all of them, because there's a pinup page with for each of us in the book, I was like, it's so weird. I'm signing something. Like, I like it. I'm excited. I don't mind that it's a lot of work. It's so surreal that we get to do that kind of stuff. So, thanks, folks. Let's see. Our friend Andrew. Oh, by the way, Breadman Productions. We did have a chance to meet him. He was in Indianapolis with us last Horror Hound. He was the younger guy that was hanging out with Dr. Coffinails. Like they were talking.
Yeah.
So he's a cool dude. So Breadman Productions, next time you meet us, hopefully you have something we can read, or just shoot us an email. We'd love to check it out.
Or
hopefully we get a chance to actually work a convention again.
Yeah, hopefully conventions happen again because I fucking miss them and I'm tired of this bullshit.
Let me do you even one better, guys. I hope that Breadman's script gets written, produced, made, and we're in the we play ourselves. So there we go.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the best.
Work.
He gets his movie made. We get to be in that movie, and everyone leaves happy. Andrew Clark, thank you very much. He says Google NVIDIA RTX voice. It could really help. I will check that out. Our friend Eric DeHoff says thumbs up. Thank you very much, Eric DeHoff. Greatly appreciate that. Uncultured Barbarian says, sounds like 2009 Jason would be great at Minecraft.
Not wrong.
Very resourceful.
God, I kind of want to go back and watch 2009 Jason because it was the only time where ever. I'll save that story for Saturday. Never mind. Come back Saturday, folks. I'll tell you about that story. Adam Wofford, thank you very much again for your giant super chat. We did read it and address it, but I just want to read it one more time. Thank you. He says, unlike the power weapons that keep their fields on, the Thunderhammer field only becomes active just before impacting the base on how much power you pour into it. On impacting, it unleashes 10 times the mass as the weapon, sounding like thunder. If they do this Warhammer movie, they better do it right. Like, not stupid, like they're going to do 4-4.
I mean, it's going to be...
Thanatos Felicitas, thank you very much. He says, I do not give my money to anyone that insults me. Well, Thanatos, thank you very much for an affirmation that we don't insult you. That's the least of our intentions. But I get it, and I understand people's trepidation with supporting companies that do that. I don't get it. It's the age-old adage, don't shit where you eat. So how the fuck would you do that? I don't get it at all. Ninja Lawyer Steve, thank you very much. He says, tear at Kanye Fart Lake.
Oh my God.
They need to make that as a movie. What's Kanye West doing these days?
Trying to become president.
Yeah. He's going to fail, so what's he actually going to do that's going to work? Ninja Lawyer Steve also says, the Oogie Loves in Big Kanye Adventure. Dion, you were lucky that you had your kid when you did, so you avoided shit like the Oogie Loves. And
seriously.
Like, I'm looking through... well, not looking through, but like living through, what you've always given him and stuff he's been into. I'm like, well, at least, you're setting him up right and you're not also being tortured by terrible stuff. So,
right.
But if I have to watch one more goddamn episode of Cuphead, no more. Darian217, to answer your question, the show on Saturday will start at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and run indefinitely, probably. Look, if they give you an 8-hour stream window, I ain't going to make it 8 hours because I'm going to be very gone. It's going to be a party. It's a party. We want everyone to be involved. So that means that means everyone out there. Come have fun. If you don't drink, you don't do anything, that's fine. Come hang out with the show. We'll talk Halloween shit, horror movies, all kinds of stuff, man. It'll be a fun time. Yeah, we'll tell stories. Kendo can tell some Hoosierween stories. Dion and I will tell some of our favorite college Halloween stories. Jessie can tell some of her favorite college Halloween stories and costumes and stuff.
I got a few.
Ninja Lawyer Steve again, thank you very much. He says, the bloody video horror that made me throw up on my Aunt Kanye. What?
That
Is it like the house that drips blood on Alex?
Yeah. Tommy.
The house that shits blood on Kanye.
Oh.
And Darian217 and everyone that's going to listen to this that wants to join us on Saturday. Like I said, it's going to be a little more of a fluid start time for guys like Dion because he has a family and they're going to do the Halloween stuff. But we will all be here and we'll have a fun rotation. Thunder Robots, thank you very much. He says, all these Baby Yoda toys. So season 2, episode 1 kills him. That'd be hilarious.
That would be subverting of expectations.
God, that would be fun.
Right, that?
If that's the case, then everybody who watches afterwards will go out and buy one of those toys immediately. That's what'll happen.
I have a feeling that if they killed Baby Yoda in the first episode of the second season, there would be more riots in the streets than we already have.
Oh, God. You know what? I want to see that. I really do want to see that. I want to see the people riot over something else. That'd be hilarious if it was fucking Baby Yoda.
you know what? The asteroid wasn't going to hit, but it saw the first episode and it was coming directly here. So we have a week left, guys.
Also, if that asteroid just passes by and gives us a green glow and all the machines start moving by themselves, I'll be pissed off.
The Lochnar from fucking Heavy Metal. So let's see. We also have our friend Leo Breaker. Is that who's next? No, sorry, Leo Breaker. We did see yours, and we'll give you a special thank you in just a second. Let's see. Where is it at? Thank you, everybody, for the stuff. Let's see. Where did it? Wow. Okay. Dean Domino says, Night Fellas. Also, I think there are other guests people requested or as an Arc Warhammer. That's what they are. Thank you very much, Dean Domino. I'm gonna pull a Beetlejuice. Said if I do it, I'm gonna do it once. I'm gonna do it right. So I'm gonna get this. I'll start getting the feelers out to everybody. That's the cool thing about this community. Everybody wants to be a part of stuff, so it's easy to collaborate. King Kurt 2000 says, Adam, you are great. I don't know who Adam is, but King Kurt, thank you very much. No matter who's Adam. I'm not Adam.
I'm not Adam.
West.
Yes, West.
Were you guys talking about him earlier?
No, we just
No.
Adam, you were great. I'm
Talking about any Adams earlier?
well, Adam Sandler, you were pretty good.
Yeah.
I refuse to watch Happy Halloween.
Oh, I saw the billboard at the airport. That's about it. But I do got to watch the new Borat soon.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
we definitely will watch that.
TLJ Screwjobs is not into horror, but I told my friends about In Search of Darkness too. Well, thank you very much, TLG Screwjob. I really appreciate when everybody takes the moment to share what we cover on the High Council when we get independent creators, because that's how we're going to beat the entertainment game. You don't like the monolithic bullshit from Hollywood? Cool. We'll go, spread the word. You may not be into it, but tell somebody who is, because then that person might check out the documentary and they'll spread that, spread the word that way. And then before you know it, there'll be a new era of entertainment because everyone took the time to use their voice and help get good shit out there. We have more power, folks, than anybody will let you believe. Don't listen to the Twitter mobs. Don't listen to these people. You're not just a number on a screen. You're not voiceless. That's why Netflix subscriptions are down. That's why these boycotts work, because we have a lot of power. Everyone has power. So put it together and make big shit happen.
Yeah, take the money you're not paying for Netflix and give it to somebody else who can probably use
Like
it.
us.
Yeah, definitely us.
TLJ Screwjob, thank you very much. He said, he says, why is Who's on First timeless?
Because it's classic
Are
comedy.
you kidding me? That's an amazing skit.
Yeah, it's just brilliant wordplay is what that is.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh God.
You guys, it's classic duo comedy. You've got the straight man, you've got the guy that's saying the funny things, and you've got just brilliant dialogue that one person understands one way, the other person understands it a different way, and they just do it great. If you've never seen the Who's on First skit from Abbott and Costello, it's about baseball, and it is brilliant. You can find it anywhere on YouTube. There's many places you can find it. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, that's like asking why is Blazing Saddles an amazing comedy. It's timeless.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's just perfect.
Yeah.
Speaking of perfect, I think your response was perfect. So if you guys are cool, I'm just going to move on. Dion, you didn't want anything, did you?
No, I'm good.
All right. Chuck E. Cheese, thank you very much. He says, no one asked for another Bond film, and certainly not one with an ugly, talentless, non-emoting actress insult Bond. Yeah, No Time to Die just seems like bad decision, the movie. We'll see eventually if it ever comes out. But until then, it's just going to be maybe the worst Bond hype for any film. So we'll find out. TLJ Screwjob says, more copies. Dion with Dark Fate or Kendo Kim tape? Kendo may have seen the Kardashian tape, but Dion lives in a house of Dark Fate.
Yeah.
Everyone's mad at your governor. That's because she's paving the roads with your excess copies of Dark Fate.
I refuse to be part of this character assassination, damn it.
She locked everybody down except Dion to allow him to go to Best Buy and continue to buy Blu-rays of Dark Fate.
That's true.
But I don't know why he's going to a store and buying them where he can just get as many as he wants from Amazon.
Fuck off.
That's why it was so controversial when she said that.
You got a point there.
Thunder Robot says an asteroid? Okay, who said 2020 can't get any worse?
Don't say that, damn it. Don't say it.
Swinging
Yeah,
Cod.
it's the 2020 I was gonna say it's like Billy Mays, but wait, there's more every month.
God, I forgot about him. The best one was Vince from fucking ShamWow.
Dude, that guy was selling masks on TV not too long ago.
And biting hookers in the lip.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's why he got arrested for real. That's not a joke.
Oh, I know. It was hilarious.
Swinging Cod, thank you very much, Swinging Cod. We did read yours. We're going to be dead on Saturday. Well, if I got to die on my favorite holiday, so be it. 007 Cloud, thank you very much. He says, where you at on Berserk, bro? I actually kind of misplaced my copy. I misplaced another one of my books until my mom came here, so it helped us get shit done. So I got to look for my copy of Berserk, honestly, 007 Cloud. I misplaced some of my EC comic books as well, so just been trying to get shit done and misplaced a couple things. So I'll go back to it. I don't only watch horror and gross shit during Halloween. Fandom Guard, thank you very much. He says, Yatuja up the butt, got my job back today. Start tomorrow morning. Hope you're all staying safe. I think they can help with the election. It's only 2020. First off, Phantom Guard, congratulations for getting your job back. I know it's an uncertain time for a lot of people, so it's awesome to hear that that uncertainty has left your life. I'm staying safe. You guys staying safe?
So far, so good.
You're trying to.
Trying.
And this coming Tuesday is going to be an interesting show. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of that's going to be free from this channel. So for those that don't want to be bombarded with it, if you need a break from it, you know where you can find us. So right here.
This coming Tuesday is going to be interesting in general.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I might wake up early just for the hell of it.
I'm on vacation. I will too.
Leo Breaker 49 says, I finally have the incentive to sign up for the Patreon. Kendo is my goddamn spirit guide right now. Fuck Michael Bay in that movie.
Dude, I agree. If you want to hear me cut an amazing promo on Rob Zombie, you'll hear that too.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And I want to thank you, Leo Breaker. I did get the email. You did join our Patreon, so I wanted to thank you for joining officially. You get your shout out here, and I will bring it up again next week because I didn't do we're in our new patrons this week, so I didn't have to shout anybody out, but I'll do that next week for you. But thank you. Uncultured Barbarian, thank you for your very generous super chats. He sends in 2. He says, I went to see the Ninja Turtles remake under protest. After sushi, sake, and weed, the theater we went to had reclining seats. I tapped out at the name reveal and yelled, fuck that, took a nap, best part of the day.
Yeah.
Sushi, sake, and weed. God, dude, that sounds amazing.
Combo.
I want all those right now.
Yes.
I will spare you Uncultured Barbarian. I will save it for a later date when we do the commentary and stuff. One of my cousins called me up and he says, hey man, we don't hang out much. We should go see the new Ninja Turtles movie. And we did. And so that is how I remember that film as a bonding experience. But we'll talk about the merits of the film at a later date. But you definitely picked the right movie to pass out in. And high and full of sushi is a great way to be. Uncultured Barbarian also says, when I listened to a review that told me about the new Craft review, it sounded even worse than I thought was possible. Hollywood deserves the bankruptcies that are incoming or that are coming.
Oh God! And I know about the new Craft movie coming out.
Jesse and I just watched, she had just seen it for the first time, but we watched the first Craft the other day, and then we watched the male equivalent called
The Covenant.
The Covenant. Yep, The Covenant. Yeah, I know that movie.
I fucking love that movie. It is so nobody has seen it, but it is low-key so fun.
It's a ridiculous movie.
It is. It's got notable actors. I was just realizing though, almost every single person of the main guys has also played a superhero somewhere else, either prior or since. Because Stephen Strait was War and Peace in Sky High.
Yeah.
Taylor Kitsch was
Gambit, sadly.
It was Gambit, unfortunately. And we just realized we're like, oh shit, that guy's the Deep. One of them is the Deep.
Yeah, from the
holy shit! Oh my God, you're right.
Right, the fucking Deep is in that movie, and then of course the antagonist is Sebastian Stan.
Fucking.
So all of these, like almost all of them, are also superheroes in some other one. And the other guy I've just never seen before or since. So generic.
Yeah, dude, that movie was so weird when it came out.
It is. It still is. Like the dialogue. Oh my God, the awkward forced dialogue from Sebastian Stan is incredible. The manufactured teen romance moments from people who are clearly 30. Mm-hmm. Oh my God!
Yeah. They're all way too old to be playing high school kids, and it's hilarious.
God, yeah. The one thing you can't rip on that movie for, though, is the soundtrack. That soundtrack is legit excellent.
That soundtrack is a soundtrack of that year because that is all that like weird like grunge 2000 music that happened, and it was, oh gosh.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, that movie didn't come out though. What year was that movie?
Was it 06?
That would have been. I think it would have been about 06.
I think I looked it up. That's the reason I remember it because it was such a.
It was weird. But yeah, no, but like the soundtrack, it's fun. Like it is all that weird grungy stuff, but it's like it matches the film. And there's a couple gems, like the I personally like that particular remix of More Human Than Human, and that's about as much as I like anything that Rob Zombie's ever done. So, I know you guys are probably still shell shocked from about.
We don't talk about that.
Don't get me started.
After yesterday,
God damn it,
he is. Yeah, he is, persona non grata on this channel.
This is true. This is true.
By the way, to our listener, I'm sorry, the name escaped me for a moment. I did look up the NVIDIA RTX voice stuff. It's a new broadcasting app, so I'm going to check it out. We only have a couple of. Did StreamYards renew? I'm happy with StreamYards. I'm not looking to ditch them, but if there's an easier, better way, better's got to be it. Like I'm happy with StreamYards, but if this is going to be a better alternative, I'm willing to check it out. Even if we do off-air stuff with it, it might be a good alternative. But thank you. I did take a screenshot for later. Swinging Cod said, "A horse is a horse, of course, but only if it's Mr. Ed biting off Dion's junk."
Oh, God.
Oh, damn.
See,
What?
why are we going there? Why are we going
That's
there?
just mean.
That's just rude.
I mean, we like to torment Dion and talk about how he was afraid of horses and crossed the street to avoid them, but that's going too far.
Yeah.
We would never wish ill upon him.
Oh, no.
Or his junk.
Yeah.
No. Infinite Wander, thank you very much. He says, even more 40K Dreadnought awesomeness. Look up Stringstrom's Rylaner's Last Stand, 40K rock opera. Also, the Luna Wolves are a traitor legion.
Yep, they were under command of Horus during the Horus Heresy.
Now, I got that Rylanor's Last Stand rock opera. You want to get drunk and watch that one of these nights?
Sure.
Meatloaf style. Adam Walford, thank you very much again. Adam says, another Warhammer fact. The Terminator armor was originally designed for construction. Later, after being rediscovered, they were used as weapons of war, being able to carry heavy weapons. Very live, die, repeat. This big that was a decent movie.
Good film.
Yeah.
Well, they're making a sequel. I don't know how, but they are.
Good for us.
Hooray.
Yeah. But I'm gonna draw. Remember when I said we're gonna do the us as Warhammer armor suits on shirts? We'll have to do deep research on the Warhammer stuff because I feel like we're gonna miss. Actually, we could probably just do a bunch of them down the road. You down for that, Nick? Wearing power armor on t-shirts?
Yes, that sounds awesome.
Tearing down cities. Maybe I'll make a custom piece of art. Us in Warhammer suits versus the Rampage animals from the arcade game.
That would be awesome.
There you go.
Infinite Wonder also says 40K dreadnoughts come in many shapes. The two most common are the boxy Castriferum and the man-like contemporary patterns. Bjorn's in a Castiferum. Dion, you're not that far into the lore yet, are you?
Yeah, just getting to that.
Okay. Like I said, I'm excited to go down this road. It's I already started Eisenhorn, so. Uncultured Barbarian says, "Who's on first is good, but my favorite bit from then is Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls, slowly I turn."
That's a good one too. That's a very good one. Curly takes a lot of abuse in that one.
Oh, I love the Stooges. TLJ Screwjob says, "I love Who's on First. How dare you, Nick?" I think
Nick.
I was on board with it. I didn't say I didn't like it. I love that skit.
Maybe that's like in the same vein as where they get us confused a lot.
Yeah, they do get me and you confused quite a bit. It's odd, but it happens.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, the fun does not have to stop. Thirsty Thursday. We've been pre-gaming a little bit. And we're going to go to Jesse's channel. We have 420 people watching, so go over there, click the link, join us. It'll be fun. It's going to be. I'm trying to think what. It's been a while since we've had a Thirsty Thursday. Should we go balls to the wall?
Mm-hmm.
All right, my body can handle tonight and
Balls
Halloween.
deep.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that again. Salvador, thank you very much. He says, I do give WCBS my money. Top tier, 2+ years running. Hashtag run with Harriet. Hashtag play gory. Hashtag party boom. Hashtag my black ass. Hashtag justice for Darth Vader's disembodied charred phallus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's been some very great after hours and, hangovers and stuff. And the Play Glory one is one of my favorites, along with after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Those were probably my best drunken moments on the channel.
And you've had some good ones.
I have.
But Sal, thank you, man. All the stuff you do, I appreciate. Probably the listener I talk to the most, hands down. We talk about figures, collectibles, all kinds of stuff. I believe one of our listeners is Canadian Collector. I know his real name. I don't want to dox him or anything, but he and I talk about hot toys. He's got a pretty cool collection. But Sal, dude, thanks for everything. The pictures of what you're sending are exciting. He sent me a picture of this because he knows I moved, so he shrunk down the crate size.
Oh.
But he sent me what he's like a picture of the box. It's pretty fucking cool.
Nice.
So when we get that, I'm super pumped. But dude, thanks for some of the old hashtag memories. Fucking play Gloria. Goddamn Kendo. Legato Starwind again, thank you very much. He says, for the last 6 months, I've been studying the first 2,100 Japanese kanji characters. I would spend 8 to 10 hours a day, all 7 days of the week. Your content keeps me from going stir crazy. Well, thank you very much,
Thanks, buddy.
Legato Starwind, for using us to keep you sane. But down the road, we should talk. If you're going to be an expert in kanji, it's always good to have a smart friend who knows how to help us translate World Class Bullshitters content in Japanese. Keep us up to date when you. I don't know how many characters there are, if that's the first 2,100, but when you master the language, teach us how to say some cool stuff too. We'll make that one of our outros. Uncultured Barbarian, thank you very much again. He says, I saw The Covenant. My bud rented it and was about 10 minutes in. I had to pause it so I could run down the street and buy more beer.
Yes.
We knew we.
Yeah, that sounds like that sounds like everyone's story of when they saw The Covenant.
I was so gone. I had a good time though.
I had a great time. I saw it for the first time when I was like 16. So just the number of shirtless
So when it was
men.
new?
Yes, I saw it in theaters. Number of shirtless men. I was excited for this movie. I was on board for it, and I was very pleased because the number of shirtless men did not let me down. And those were my priorities at the age of 16. I'm not ashamed.
And you know what's
God.
We can sit and make fun of The Covenant, but it has Rennie Harlan as the director. And for those who don't know, Rennie Harlan did direct some solid films like Die Hard 2. No, Rennie Harlan's made some decent movies. He made Speed.
Oh, there you go. That was a good movie.
Yeah, Speed was a good movie.
We need a Speed 3. We need a Speed 3.
Do we though?
No, we don't. No.
Yeah.
After Speed 2, we don't need anything else was from Speed.
And then he also directed Deep Blue Sea, so that movie's
well, there are two other straight to DVD parts to that movie apparently. So,
finally, our friend Ninja Lawyer Steve closes us out with "Never Wish Ill." Well, wish I didn't. Wait, never wish ill. Well, I did make Dion's dream date. Ninja Lawyer Steve, I got a lot of your creations. I did download all those. Jesse's seen a good chunk of them.
I have enjoyed most of them.
Yes. Thank you very much, Ninja Lawyer Steve. And I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Tonight's show was awesome. Episode 240 was a fantastic time. Guys, it's great to be back. As you know, when we were recording our after hours stuff on Sunday, we went extra long because we were dying to talk to each other. So it was fun to do it for a live audience. I feel like I'm back. The batteries are charged. And 2020, we're going to make this year our bitch. So, like I said at the top of the show, in 2 weeks, we'll be talking about the comic campaign and stuff, how you can get a hold of that. There's a day one exclusive, so be prepared for that. Also going to have a video out on Monday, and Saturday is our big Halloween party. So there'll be drinking, there'll be games. I might even try to wrestle together a couple prizes or something. So let's make it like a real big
special
event.
surprise.
Yeah, special surprise. It's going to be awesome. So is there anything, Nick, that you want to tell the audience about before we go?
No, man, not really. I'll save all of that for Saturday.
Perfect. So let's close this show out. So folks, I dropped the link in the chat for Mindless Entertainment's after hour show. It's going to be drinking. It's Thirsty Thursday, and we will cover anything except politics, right?
Yeah, no fucking politics. Keep it away.
And CSABC, good to see you again. Welcome back. So everybody, thank you for watching. We'll be back next time with more. And always, folks, be excellent to each other.
.com/